Let's see how this is going to unfold. Some cheap points being picked up there by him.
By Thorin, all of a sudden he remembers one word. Give them one map and they will be pleased.
Yeah, Lord Thorin has well done a good job.
Our Lord is wise, right? He knows how to play it. The reality is that Fnatic, I think, right now have been looking much less shaky than Envy in this situation, despite the fact that Fnatic probably had the easier match versus Hellraisers, all in all, because of the mental difficulty that Hellraisers have had to actually get past second maps into third maps, etc. in the past. Still, the fact that Dignitas managed to rattle Envy that much when you're talking about a top 2 team in the world, it should be much more close than that, or much more decisive than that, rather, for Envy. So I still put Fnatic ahead. I'm going to give them the edge, but let's see now as Fnatic are starting on the CT side of Dust 2.
Yes, they are. A bit of a snake, all of them nearly wielding Glocks, except for MBK. They're making their way from upper into lower and leaving one guy behind that's happy. In case someone was listening close by and they're going to try and sneak up behind all those players, and they could easily go for a mid to B here as well. Olofmeister in the corner, going to get overrun. NBK with a great double kill, and Crims gets one in return, picks up a double, switches out the pistol, but there's a guy right behind him. He's not going to realize Shox gets the kill and makes his escape away from Pronax, and JW now taking a fight, but this is not going well. Has to reload behind the pillar. Happy's getting back up quick. He's going to get killed. 3 bullets left. JW picks up the gun, but not quick enough. Now Pronax fighting. This is a non-stop battle, and Pronax is alone. 11 bullets left here. Goes for the reload, but they are in a crossfire, and there it is. Envy pick up the pistol.
What an incredible battle. It's so hard to pick apart that because there's literally like 40 seconds of non-stop action to start us off in the first round of this grand final. But there you have it. It looks like once the dust settles, they actually managed to pull it off, and Envy will be starting off strong here in this best of 3. So the best possible start they could have had here. And there, yeah, I mean, they now have the 3 rifles. They have the MP7s as well. And Fnatic, of course, they're going for the buy. And it looks like they want to put on a bit of a demonstration themselves. They've got 2 scouts, so we'll see how effective they actually are with the gun. Because MBK, he's going to be judging.
You know, he was already feeling the pain of it. He ran into that scout on long, and he's down to 38. He knows exactly what this is all about. And it's also one of the reasons why this is going to be really fun grand finals, isn't it? We get to see who's currently leading at the very edge of the metagame here, it seems. And actually, I mean, 2 SMGs as well on the Envy side. I'm glad they picked up the Galils and the 1 AK here as well, because that does give them some chance to fight against the rest here.
There's currently 4 players stacked up on A site right now for Fnatic, with 1 holding in mid. They've completely given up the B site. Nade, they're massive damage being dealt to Envy. They're getting softened up. Not a single point of damage taken by Fnatic yet. And look at that. NBK down solo. Keo as well. It's not looking too healthy here for the Frenchman.
That grenade was actually sick that was being put out from Catwalk. Then I think Flusher was the one in charge. Kiyoshima comes charging through. Straight headshot. Pronax with a quick double. Still got 12 bullets left in the 5-7 and wants to move over a bit closer. 1 bullet here. He wants to reload, but in that corner it's not going to be so easy. He's actually maybe going to get overrun. He will be. Happy to take him out. And now Olofmeister and Crims, well, they're trying to get up behind short real quick, running through the smoke right here. Happy's on the other side with the MP7 in hand, and they're going to go for a boost on top, and Happy goes down. Crims will the jump scout, and it's a 2v2 bomb just going down now. And Shox up here. 1 bullet from almost anything is going to take him out, and even worse for NBK. He's on 3 health. Shox tries to do the duck here, but they're at all angles, and it's going to be, in the end, him going down, and NBK trying to hold it from pit.
And NBK, I mean, he's pretty firm in this position, and they're very low on Fnatic's side as well. So with the Galil, let's see if he can actually get it done. Long range right now.
Yeah, they did it. No time.
No kit, no time, and Fnatic are going to have to back off. They managed to get the best out of this situation, holding on to that AK on Olofmeister, so they will have some firepower going into the next round, and they certainly have made this extremely expensive for Envy, nearly winning out right there. But 4 players down for Envy makes that not worth it at all. Fnatic now, I'm wondering if they're going to go full Envy on us. Getting 4 kills in the second round, do they force up again, Anders? Do they go for it? They have to realize they were so close.
They could, especially with the two rifles saved here, but they're actually going to play it really cool instead. Olofmeister with an AK, and he's already get tagged up in the middle here. Just Crims trying to see if he can find an opening. JW, the C-set, 75 in hand. If he went for the repeat, he might have got that kill, actually. Happy was very low on health, but MBK is not stopping for anything. He's charging up long with a couple of teammates. Smoke goes off, and I like this style from EnVyUs. Instead of taking long fights with Fnatic and seeing who comes out on top, they go for the bomb plant quick.
And they are going to be able to get that fairly reasonably. Yeah, there you go. Plant for long as well. So now they have position from Car. They can hold it from long as well. Make use of that scout on Smiths if he wants to. Ooh, very difficult position here, but there's Happy position. Manages to catch out JW. That's one rotator down. Second one nearly falls. Pronax dancing on the edge there. With the Glock, Happy should be able to pick up that kill. Not a whole lot that Pronax can do. Drops him low, but no reward there. And the remaining 3 members for Fnatic still spread out, still hunting right now, trying to find another AK to play with to bolster the one that Olofmeister has, and he gets a headshot onto NBK.
Yeah, Crim's still alive up here. One single USPS shot here would be enough. It's a 2v4 right now, and they just need a couple of more pickups, although Flusher is gone, and Happy stays alive. Pretty well done on his part right there. Triple kill and saving all that he could save. So, not the best follow-up round for Fnatic. Not sure if it's the lack of a force-up or anything. I still think they did, they did what they thought was best in that point, and it's really hard to call early on. Now, though, they are going to get a chance to really reply. Yeah,
now the fun begins. And do we see JW go for the AWP? Do we see Olofmeister go for it right off the bat? Neither of them, actually. No glass cannon. Straight M4s across the board with nades to go with it. So this is quite a bit of a change, actually. There's not going to be an AWP on Envy, but there is going to be a scout. So they do have that to play with, but this is a lot of the running gun that's possible now between both of these teams. They're not going to be relying on the AWP to hold these angles, and shots going through the smoke onto Happy, but JW gets as good as he gave.
Yeah, grenade to follow up. JW would have been dead if he had stuck around, but a little bit smarter than that. Flashes, smokes into the middle. The bomb is making its way into upper dark, and the setup right here. I wonder if Fnatic are going to stay inside and try and fight. I wish they would go for some of the Titan-esque defense where they just push upper dark and try and fight them there instead. Because when you get sandwiched in B bomb site, unless they can get some help from Flusher and CT spawn, it is always so rough, isn't it?
There's the smoke to make it look like they want to head to B, so that's going to actually, that really is going to lock down at least one of the players onto this B site. And Pronax can't feel too healthy about rotating off either right now. So Envy doing the best they can to stack the odds in their favor going towards this A site. And there's only one guy holding solid, and he's on A slope. That's Pronax.
I'm wondering if Envy were just testing the middle then to try and figure out how they were holding. Flusher still in CT spawn, and look who's running up B. Now they're making it sound like Flusher, but, oh sorry, like someone's coming up. Shoxy's going to end up going down.
Very clever stuff, but that Molotov not going to be useful. In fact, it could actually be detrimental. They're going to have to wait for it to clear before they can get the plant for Cat, but there's the second kill coming through. Keo takes out Flusher. JW, Olofmeister, and Crims, the last players alive here for Fnatic, and the lurk once again. Happy is just, he's got this sixth sense to be in the right place at the right time to pick up the kills.
They almost line up, but not quite enough. Olofmeister going to be all alone, and he will fall back immediately, not going to try and fight it here. So 4-0, and the home team here doing a good job at the beginning. So see if Olofmeister can actually make it out alive, or if he's going to be found out. Seems like they're going to run far away indeed. When they put up that smoke initially for CT spawn, and they actually see that there's no one, there's no counter flashes coming in, no pop flashes or anything, that also gives EnVyUs a clue that there's nobody playing immediately close to mid. Or at least if someone was, they were playing quite cold. They weren't like checking anything was going on. And that means they might have been able to guess that, well, I mean, if there was someone middle, the greatest thing you can actually do is try and, or at least a good response to that would be to try and take that person down. Because if you take down one guy in middle on the left side of middle towards B, that means you know there's only one more guy left in B, and then you can rush him, right? But the way they figured it would probably realize there's two people inside of B because no one was responding in middle, making it a little bit more tricky to try and go for that push. And they changed their mind, I think, halfway through that. I think if someone had showed themselves in the middle for Fnatic, that would have been a different round from Envy.
Possibly. If they could get an entry frag, of course, that might spark it. But that could have also been disaster because then you have two guys holding solid on that B site. And it's a bit tough to crack if you're trying to rush up B slope. One good spray and your whole plan could fall apart. So they ended up making the correct call in the end and actually catching out Fnatic, who are definitely struggling right now. Olofmeister saves a gun at the end of that round, but that's not going to be good enough going into this one here. It should be another round of eco, or at least pistol upgrades coming in for Fnatic. But they definitely don't want to let Envy, and a team that already excels at picking up T rounds on Dust 2 right now with the current meta, they don't need to be giving them 5 rounds at the beginning. That's not going to make them feel very confident.
No, definitely not. Strong start for Envy. They just came really hot out of this match, whereas Fnatic had a bit of a cooldown period before we've seen their semifinals. So, yeah, definitely just continuing on from their victory against Dignitas has to feel pretty good right now.
So apparently I thought I heard that it was a hardware issue that they're trying to fix right now, so maybe a mouse or something bugging out. So it's a quick thing. It's a quick thing, apparently.
All right. No big issues here, so do not panic at home. And the signs still being there. It's been a long day for some of these people who've been here, you know, all along, trying to set up. I think that's the first people were let in around, what, 11:30 or 12-ish?
Yeah.
So, yeah, some of them have been here for 10 hours or more.
And they've got, I mean, the thing is, man, they need to hire their they need to hide their red rimmed eyes behind those sunglasses as well, right? You know, just too cool. Just too cool, you know? But yeah, I mean, you actually recognize faces of like some of the people who've just been sitting all day to watch these games. So real sick to see that, and it's just been an amazing turnout here throughout the entire tournament as well.
Yeah,
so
it definitely
the French
has.
scene. I mean, it is basically everything we were kind of hoping for coming into France, and I'm sure the DreamHack are very happy with the turnout.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting coming here, but I was impressed beyond what I expected anyway. This was like bigger and more well put together than I had thought. The location here in Toy is really amazing. So yeah, definitely really impressed by that. Shock's still just looking a little bit worried, but I'm not sure it is a sign of worry. It's just like his default face, isn't it?
It is his default. But it looks like we're going to go live again. The countdown has begun, and so heading into the 5th round here, Fnatic with their backs to the wall, essentially, and they're going to go with pistols as well. No force buy, nothing crazy coming out of them. This is almost a situation where I would say that Envy, they would be a team to go for it. This is where you start to see the difference between the two teams. Fnatic, a little bit more measured in their approach, not willing to take the big risks that Envy are. But there you go, olofmeister only gets the 1, so that's the M4 down now for Fnatic. And
no one's there to pick it up on short either, so now it's all up to pistols here. A nice push-up from Long, but the problem is they're going to lose the B-bomb side in the meantime. Almost no chance that Fnatic can hold it down. Good kill from Flusher, actually fights his way into upper dark. It would be sick if Happy was the one carrying the bomb up there, because then they would buy enough time for the rest of Fnatic to show up. But as it is, 3v3, that one AK might be better saved than it will be trying to retake this bomb site.
Yeah, because JW has recovered olofmeister's M4, rather. So they have 2 rifles. They have the 5.7 and a smoke on Pronax's side.
$7,500 currently running around between these 3 players. That's a lot to save.
It's just like, let Pronax actually go forward and see if he can't go for the exit frags. Buy time for the other 2 teammates to back off and hold on to those guns. I think that's got to be the play here for Fnatic, except that they found a 3rd rifle as well.
Yeah.
So at this point now, it's basically everybody saved because you've just saved a whole lot of money going into the next round. Yeah. This is a big play from Fnatic.
10,700 currently is what they're running around with here, so that is definitely worth saving, without a doubt. Bomb goes up, and Envy pick up a 5th round, so definitely feels good for them right now. There's chance for a double up if they wanted it. There's one. Are they going to go for a second one here? No, they won't. But on the other team, I'm wondering. No, still no AWP. Envy are content with just playing fast-paced and overwhelming Fnatic before they get a chance to set up.
I think that's the key word. They want to overwhelm Fnatic. They cannot let Fnatic get comfortable. They saw what Fnatic did. Once they are in that comfort zone, they just tore Hellraisers to shreds in the first semifinal of the day. So Envy, they just want to keep, basically, they just want to keep jabbing Fnatic, keep them on their toes. Don't let them rest, and don't let them find the strength to throw a punch of their own.
Grenade on
nice
in.
HE.
Yeah, very good.
Max damage pretty much onto Kiyoshima there. That's not going to be good.
Still love this smoke into middle, very fast, and now they're going to pop the flashes through. 2 people holding inside. It's olofmeister and Crims. They have to come up at least a couple of kills here. Flusher pushing through their smoke. They line up. Triple spray down from Flusher. What a great kill. And actually, I think Crims stole one of them in the meantime. Happy's going to be alone inside the B-bomb site. 1v4. Takes one. Fnatic could just play this smart and safe and wait till everyone is there and then jump him at the same time. Happy caught on the plateau here. Got to get back behind the box to save it. Grenade out, not almost going to kill Crims, in fact. And Happy's lethal, even in a 1v3, apparently.
The only issue here is that Happy, that bomb is out on B slope, so he has no real way of getting to it right now. With 3 members alive, and Crims is going to pick up the first, well, his 3rd kill, but his 2nd kill was a thing of beauty. That was like fadeaway shot through the doors right there, just catching MBK in the face. That was perfection from Crims. But that's a combination play there. Flusha with the perfect timing to go through the smoke. Look at that. Not a single member of Envy watching that CT smoke. They just assumed that they would have the timing. They would hit that window perfectly to be able to get up on there and get into that site. Fnatic showing them that they can't let their guard down for a second or they will get punished, and Smiths will actually start things off pretty strong here by tagging Crims when he heads over to that B side across mid doors.
Well, I think because of the speed of that new smoke, very often they will actually have time to do it, because whoever's holding CT spawn won't have that much time to think, okay, here it comes, I'm going to set up, I'm going to jump up on the box and start and shoot over, right? So fast that if they just run immediately, they might be in B before you really have time for it. Good leg shot there. olofmeister and Crims are both low on health.
JW refuses to back off there either, so. Right now, look at Fnatic, a double approach onto Cat. This is very interesting. Envy, they saw this as well versus Dignitas, that Envy were favoring the kind of Cat push up onto A site plays. So Fnatic trying to take that into account right now. And with how they're holding on A side as well, they've given up control of long. So this comes down again to one of the basic plays of A site for CT is when you want to be able to hold on to either cat or long. The last place you want to be is stuck on that bomb site. So Fnatic this time have elected to just stop Envy head on. If the rush comes through, it's going to come down to the headshots for Fnatic, and this could get very scary indeed.
Oh yeah, they're setting up for it now. 30 seconds left. Envy pushing around, and Shoxy picking up 2 stunning headshots. Pronax and Flusher, they never knew what hit them, and the rest of Fnatic, they just run immediately. No idea of even trying to fight that. Just running away. No chance at all. That kind of entry is mind-blowing. If you can do that, then you can make any team look bad.
And this puts Fnatic in a horrible position. I mean, talk about the worst possible start you could have on the home on the home team's map as well. Fnatic right now, what is going on with them? They aren't hitting the shots that we're used to seeing from them. Shoxy, though, I mean, there's also no accounting for Shoxy basically opening things up with a double headshot on Cat like that. But that's basically what Fnatic, with those players in that position, that's what they're aiming to do. Kiyoshima just zones in on olofmeister and takes him out. Now JW crouching on the site, catches him at the edge, and they're actually making this a very costly situation here. Crims hiding in that smoke will live through to the next round. They might have enough here to cobble together a buy with olofmeister.
Sort of feel like they might have to. Just think of the massive difference between the Envy that we're seeing now and the one we just saw against Dignitas on the very same map. Like Shoxy just running in like this and opening up whole rounds. It wasn't anywhere near that. A nice gap shot there as Crims is already down to 20 health. That was right through the door in there. Smith's going to pick up that 80 damage onto Crims.
That's also, I mean, they just cannot catch a break. And wait a second, where'd that AWP come from? JW all of a sudden, he's just like, this sounds like a sound investment.
He had 7,000 at the beginning, so I think he just decided, whatever, I'm just going to go for it. Probably still has 2,000 anyway, so I think it's actually just a way of evening out the economy. He picks up a kill. Is he going to go for more? He's ready and waiting. Flashbang goes in. NBK picking up 1 kill, and he misses the chance. And NBK will not hesitate.
Just go powering onto that site. Flush is holding close, but there aren't really many choices for him. They need to find out where Kiyoshima died, so maybe they can actually pick up that gun, but that's not going to be the case. There it is, actually. Flush with the P250 picking him off. But he is now the last man alive. Shoxy's taken out his teammate, and Shoxy hunts down Flusha as well. Comes through for the wraparound, and that is going to be Envy up on 7 rounds now. T-side does too.
I need to see Fnatic switch up the style here a little bit. I really want to see them go for an aggressive move here. Double upper or pushing middle. We've seen some crazy mid push from Fnatic in the past as well. Oh, that's a nice... Yeah, he actually hit him. It wasn't even a gap shot. He just hit him right in the leg.
I believe that was JW. He missed him. Oh, and there's Smiths again. Smiths has been so consistent. JW does peek forward from mid doors, however. He gets that headshot onto Smiths.
Yeah, nice long range shot.
That's that 1-2 combination.
Is he looking under the smoke there a little bit? That is cheeky. Kind of like that, playing really close to the doorway here. Over at long, Shox has been getting so many entry frags. Is he going to be able to land one on Pronax here, who's trying to hide in the pit? Tabbing away a couple of times, living a dangerous life here. Pronax is going to walk a little bit further up, and Shox is there to get it. Spray control is unreal.
This is what Thorin was mentioning before this match as well. The fact that when Shoxy plays, hits that level.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like I said, if Kiyoshima gets unleashed, it's good. If Shoxy gets unleashed, it's on a different level. It's an entirely different level. What's weird is if you only joined the Counter-Strike community within the past 4 or 5 months, you will have never seen it happen. But anyone who shows how Shox could be in very games, sometimes when it really went nuts, will know exactly what this is.
Prime, yeah, when they really took it to NIP. But there we go, Flusha, Crims, everybody just starting to lock down on these sites. There's a man advantage now, and there it is. Flusha, the Flusha that we saw earlier, essentially, just coming to life. NBK will find JW, but the remaining 2 members here for Fnatic consolidating the defense, and there's only 15 seconds left on this A site. There's the first shot attempt by NBK, but he's not able to get it done. And in large part due to Flusha, they're going to be able to hold the defense steady. And Fnatic actually getting another round on the board here, so important. And they actually look, I mean, very focused right now. olofmeister.
Yeah.
It's not the smiles, it's definitely a...
No, this has to be the turnaround moment. I mean, Fnatic can still get a lot out of this first half here if they just manage to pick up a number of rounds right now, but they got to shut Envy down. Got to say I'm impressed by how well Envy have been playing. They came in with a lot of focus into this grand finals already. Happy going to be taking down Flusha. And waiting now over at long doors. Pronax Oh, if they all come for him, that's going to get rough.
Can you imagine how brutal it would be for Fnatic if they actually lost this round? And there's only one man on this A site, so they're already going for a gamble right now, Fnatic. They put 3 guys on the B site, so they're hoping that EnVy are going to try to go for that B split execute again. Or if they can pick somebody up, but JW, caught asleep, doesn't pull the trigger there and allows him to get behind headshot box. Fresh smoke goes down to block him off. He's going to try to get the timing down, but it's just not meant to be this time. And, well, EnVy, they have options.
They're going out long. Pronac's in a position that people don't always check just because it's a little bit weird when you're there, especially if you're alone. Could be a big risk, so he might get away with at least the first kill. The question is if he can pick up the following one. He's going to peek a little bit early, and Happy's there to take him out, losing patience at the end. Now, how are they going to retake this? They're a man down. They've got almost no grenades, no armor on JW. They need a sick crossing kill here from JW, and the bomb is already being planted. They don't even need to cross.
Oh, and there's Olofmeister rolling in, takes out Kirishima. First of many, perhaps, here for Fnatic, except that it's only really Olofmeister in any kind of position where he can get people on the site. Happy already lurking his way through, catches the man on Cat, just pins Olofmeister to the wall, and spots the second man going up B-slope as well. Now for EnVy, they should have a clear idea of what Fnatic are up to. They're already starting to spread out across this map on the hunt. They've got the money to go for this. They can afford to give up some guns to get this AWP off of JW.
Oh, Happy almost caught the timing then. It's an important kill from Crims. These rifles are super valuable to Fnatic right now. They're the only thing that can really keep them in this half at the moment. Shox gets the one kill. Crims picks off another one, but coming up from behind, it's Happy as well, and he's going to get that kill. Quad kill from Happy. Really nice round from him.
And all starting for, basically, I believe, when he picks off Flusha at the beginning. So it's just like one shot after another, and Happy just systematically wrecking the defense. Oh, this is completely contrary to what we expected going into this, because seeing as how Fnatic are at the top of the food chain right now, and also no slouch on Dust too. The fact that EnVy are able to just come in here and dominate 8 rounds, and they're still going.
Well, it's always a question of whether they could win. I mean, Thor was pointing out that in his opinion, he felt like this is one of the few maps where EnVy actually might have a decent chance of beating Fnatic, but not like this, right? Not in what's about to be a 9-2 lead here. That's just incredible, isn't it?
Well, that's also the other thing when you kind of judge where it's like it's been a struggle for EnVy. They haven't had those decisive wins. I mean, we haven't hit that win yet, but it's looking pretty damn good right now. EnVy with 9-2. I mean, if they continue to press forward like this, they're still putting, I mean, look at this. They're still putting Fnatic in these awkward buy situations. Fnatic now, Olofmeister, Glass Cannon, AWP. The other ones, they're all around 33, 35. It's like FAMAS and nades. There's the M4 and Pronax, but again, he skimps on the helmets just so he can buy a flash nade. That's how broke Fnatic are right now. They really don't have much to work with, and this makes EnVyUs' jobs that much easier.
A lot of flashbangs raining on over, and JW going to get caught right in the middle of long. And Olofmeister will fall back. AWP pre-fire, though, from Shox. He walks right into it. He's crouched as well. Saw it coming. Another round that just is not working out. EnVy, they are ripping Fnatic apart here.
One kill onto Happy there, but he nearly picked up his second. There's Crims actually battling his way forward, takes out NBK and swaps up for the AWP. And again, is it Fnatic really just going to be backing off, trying to hold? Is Crims going to set up for Longhouse? He very well could. But EnVy at this point don't really care about giving up guns. They've got plenty of money to keep buying, so it's not the end of the world for them. The important bit is for Fnatic basically to stay alive and hold on to these rifles because they're desperately going to need it. And a lot of this, I mean, these rounds right now is just decisive play by EnVy, essentially. They're getting these entry frags, and it's just like every single time they get the entry frags, they don't really stop. They just keep going. They keep applying the pressure. And so Fnatic have so little time to react to what's actually going on. Get into a good place to hold? No. Everything's already been wiped out by the time you get there.
Well, that's also why I was requesting that Fnatic would try and push a little bit more aggressively, because then at least EnVy might still be super hot right now, but at least they won't get to play their style of game, right? See, when Shox walks out long and gets to take those fights with Pronax, he's so confident he's going to win them every single time. What if the pressure was back on them instead? Now it's going to be a B-rush coming in here. Crims with the AWP going to jump up, and it's a double kill in one shot. Crims takes out 2, flicks and misses, but the flashbang is there. Leg shot to follow up. What a round from Crims already. Can they bring it back here? EnVy, it's just going to be Happy left in a 1v3 and not going to make it work. JW finishes it off, but that was a sick round from Crims.
And that's got a best-case scenario, right? Peek into hallway, they're all stacked up for you with the op. I mean, we saw it happen for Keo earlier where he got that triple spray down and an assist. And there you go. Just jump up, line up, and get the shot. Wow. Now Fnatic, they need more like that.
They do need a lot more like that, don't they? 10-3. I don't know, at 10-5, even if they do that and they still win the pistol round on the follow-up half, it'll be rough. There's NBK taking out Pronax, trying to be sneaky and walking in over at long doors.
Shoxy not going to be able to close that angle far enough to pick off Olofmeister. Olofmeister could try and return. That bomb is waiting right there up top on Cat by with Smith, and if Olofmeister peeks, he could get the shot, and they nearly line up for him. So close to pulling that off. Olofmeister manages to get out of dodge, but NBK takes out Flusha Long in the meantime, and it's going to come down to JW. Kind of split up at this point, needs to hit that shot on the man in pit, but he's about to get caught in a crossfire because there's a man on Cat as well. Preliminary Molotov to go down on the site, and Smith catches JW out in the open.
Oh, wow. And JW actually hit the shot on NBK in pit. It just went through the ground as well, so he's down to 7. Grenade is going to rain in here and soften up just a little bit. Actually, it does very nearly nothing. Must have landed on the box then, and it's 2v3. And a retake that Fnatic have to go for. No choice really here. A lot of damage being pulled out to Smith losing up at Goose. Olofmeister keeps fighting. And again, he's very nearly dead. NBK, but coming up from behind, they haven't realized it's Happy. Crims takes out one. He's going to get caught by Happy, who's having essentially the half of his lifetime here. This is really impressive.
And it's a total turnaround from what we saw from him with the AWP versus Hellraisers earlier today, where he just couldn't seem to make it work, to the point where he gave up on the gun altogether and just went back to the M4. Now, all of a sudden, landing every shot.
Wow. Fnatic do not look excited at all. Can't really blame them either. Happy's got 15, 0, and 8. Definitely a strong performance right now.
This is catastrophic for them. Again, in the force buy, again, no nades. It's just going to be 3 rifles, and it comes down to the work, basically, the teamwork, as they manage to split up the attention. JW will take out Joxy, and this is definitely looking like it should be at least a Fnatic round. 2v5 scenario, and Happy with that AWP holding upper dark. They figured it out, though, and they could have 3 guys rushing him. Smith in T-spawn, pinned down, looking for the shots, but he's getting pre-fired down now, and he is going to fall eventually to JW, who gets the job done with that AK. But Happy now the last man alive here for Envy in this 15th round. And there's one. Oh, and he nearly hits 2 through the smoke.
Gotta be careful here, but, I mean, he's sandwiched in. Not a lot that you can do from this position. Even if you're Happy, it's a little bit difficult to get out of this one. That round here from Fnatic, though, finally one where they actually play aggressively. They take some of the pacing back in the game and say, all right, now we're no longer playing your game, Envy. We're going to play our game. Happy picks out one more and eventually dies to Pronax. So 11-4 first half. Great result from the home team. Very, very solid performance from Envy. So that was a real pleasure to watch.
Yeah. That was so thorough.
Yeah.
One step after another. And basically just showing no fear. When you're talking about showing no fear versus your opponent, where you're not thinking so much about what they're going to do to you, you're thinking about what you're going to do to them after you get this entry, right? And then you walk forward, you get that entry. They were playing by feel that round almost for Envy, because they would get that kill, and nearly every single time they just speed up behind it. They keep the pressure on. They do not let Fnatic get comfortable on the site or set up the positions that would stop that push from going through. Every single time, Envy just smashed them after that initial frag. And look at that, Shoxy already with the entry frag on JW in this half.
They're going to come out of middle again. Shox waiting inside CT spawn here. What's great is that Fnatic are running the exact same pistol strength that Envy did, but Envy is they're making the defense look so much better as well. Kyoshima picking up a kill. More headshots attempted, but not going to get them. He's still alive and escaping inside the bomb site. He gets the kill. And now the bomb attempted from Crims. Going to force one in, but Happy's there to finish it off. And that's a huge win for Envy. They ran the exact same strat. Leave one guy top mid, run a chain of people into upper dark, leave one guy behind, then run out middle, and then collapse on the B-bomb side. The only problem is, before they got to B, they lost 2, and that did not happen to Envy on the first half.
Exactly. It's just the damage was done from that entry frag to begin with on Shoxy's side and mid, taking out JW like that. And from there on out, again, Envy just maintaining the momentum, maintaining the man advantage. Constantly beating up on Fnatic. And look at Envy right now. No, not too many SMGs. I mean, there's only MP9 really picked up on Shoxy, but sometimes you'll see them get cheeky and just stick on a 5-7. Or even the Scout for NBK. But this time around, they go straight to the FAMASs. They know what's coming for them. They know that the Tech-9s are being bought up on the other side.
Oh, that's annoying. Fnatic waiting for that smoke to clear, and then it gets down again. Kyoshima goes down without killing anyone. And Shox with an MP9, in fact, going to take one. Still got 22, but ends up dropping. It's a good headshot from Olofmeister, which is going to give Fnatic a one-man lead, and really good stuff from Flusher. Staying in T-spawn, spotting 2 people, and now they have to worry about him as they come in and drop a dark here. They know he's going to be shooting them in the back, essentially. In fact, Happy's already very low, but NBK will take care of it. 3-3 now.
Olofmeister cannot get it done. NBK will take him out. There's JW, though, and we're into the 1v1. And so much time has ticked off this bomb. Now, can he find a Kit Smith, or is he going to get caught out in the open? JW playing with it, but Smith will make the kill happen.
There's no kit on Smith. If JW stays alive for another 2 seconds, that's probably going to be the round right there for Fnatic. Instead, Smith in the very last second is going to win it, and 13-4. I think that's just pure frustration play from JW.
Yeah, and you can see Smith also, I mean, for a second there, it almost looked like this grin where he's like, did you see that? Like, that's not supposed to happen, but it did make it happen.
That's what it means being under pressure, because JW essentially had won that round already. If you just play safe in the window, Smith is done.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead, he takes the peek, and I mean, that's also confidence. That's JW right there in a nutshell. He takes the peeks, he will take the re-peek, and then, like, statistically, he wins those. But it just so happens that this time around, he's not able to make it work, and Happy is going to find the initial kill in this round. Yeah, Kiyoshima takes out Flusha.
It's also the thing is, if you peek in that situation, you play the statistics. If you play it safe, you 100% win it. So there are no statistics in the other scenario, which is why playing safe right there was definitely the way to go. But yeah. I think that's what it means to be behind this far. When you're 9 rounds down, you start making mistakes like these. So JW trying to pick up for it here. Gets a good headshot in, and another one to pick off Happy now. It's going to be up to Shox 1v3. Stuck in CT spawn, and JW definitely making up for last round with that triple.
Yeah, JW's pissed off now. Like, okay. I know I messed up last round. I'll go ahead and make it up for you guys here. Those were 3 decisive kills, and he was actually running around all over the place with like 18 HP as well. So if somebody just manages to tag him up, that is it. Olofmeister with the double entry frag at long as well. Fantastic work from him with that Galil. Final shot was a headshot on NBK. So that's actually going to put Envy back to square one here. P250s and a P2000 on Shoxy. So now we get to see exactly what Envy are capable of with the pistols, but Fnatic are fully equipped, and I don't think that they're going to give any room to Envy to work with here.
Well, grenade down, not really, and does 1 damage to NBK, but Happy falls very low indeed. Maybe Fnatic get a bit of a chance to find their way back into this game here. It is definitely not over. When you're talking about the best team in the world, it's not over until it's over.
It's not over until they've got another 3 rounds on the board, Envy, you're right. Not much to be said about this round, however.
Well, actually, they might be able to catch JW here, which would be a really big steal. Take the AW here and run, and actually look at Fnatic. They're scrambling to get here. JW, nice close-range shot. Very nearly stabbed Shoxy with the AWP before he clicked the trigger, and Kiyoshima up on Catwalk, going to be running in. It goes down to Pronax as well. And Fnatic will pick up another round and keep fighting a little while longer. See how far they can push it here. And 6-13, which is about to be the scoreline. Where's the scoreline here? Envy not able to buy just yet. This is actually giving Fnatic some space to move around with. Also some sort of economic foundation in case Envy start to win more rounds again. Then Fnatic aren't completely out of this game yet.
What's wild is that right now, it's like JW, Crims, and Olofmeister, they're all sitting at pretty much dead even scores with Envy as far as the frags are concerned. So even with only 6 rounds on the board, they're keeping up. And there you go, Pronax, JW in this round, cleaning house. That bomb dropped on Cat means that Fnatic can't really give up control here. They need to make sure that Envy can't push forward. More importantly, they don't want Envy picking up that gun either.
Gotta be a little bit careful here. They're only 1 man up, and there are a couple of people up on Catwalk there, though. The grenade from JW, last man Shox coming through the smoke. Another really great round. There's a triple kill from JW again. He's playing out of his mind right now. I was on him a little bit for that one mistake there, but again, the pressure is kind of hard to deal. It was a little bit easier for us to try and figure out what maybe the ultimate theoretical play is. But right now, he's definitely stepping it up. Look at that, 19 kills. What on earth?
Shots? The shots? No, nothing going. Well, now already, there we go. I mean, basically, this is standard stuff coming out from Fnatic. Nothing too crazy for them, although they do take a very passive approach to long, not even putting anybody up there watching towards long house. We may have JW now starting to make his way over there, just to make sure that Envy can't push out, but a very quick take of mid, and they're actually starting to close in on B site. This is unorthodox right here. Pronax taking point.
They're getting so much out of the great flashbang, though. Kiyoshima, team worked in. Gonna pick up that one, and now Flusha spraying on through. He has to run back for the Molotov, and actually takes a lot of damage there, Shox. Gotta be careful about that one.
They actually canceled out that Molotov with another smoke. So that's 2 smokes going down there to block off Upper Dark.
Oh, how is NBK here? He's in the middle of everything. If they walk forward and he drops JW with the bomb, but Olofmeister sees it and takes him out. That looked like a genius position from NBK, but nothing comes of it. So we're back into 4-4 with about 40 seconds left. Someone looking for an opening here. Smith's going to get the leg shot in. He's very low on health. He might go down. 1 grenade is all it takes. Can they land it? Oh, he gets a shot, and there it is. The grenade to finish off Smith's. Flusha takes out Shox. Now the bomb being planted. Happy, can he stop it? 28 seconds, gets the 1 kill. Keeps spraying, catches 1 more right through the smoke. And now it's on Flusha to try and stop it. It's planted for him. Might be able to run up, gets a quick shot, keeps spraying. Oh, but it's not going to be enough. Kiyoshima, plenty of time for the defuse, and it's going to be 14-7. What a sick round from both teams.
From both teams, a lot of players had flash rounds right there. Happy with his lurking goose, his usual lurking goose as well. That is his preferred position in this situation on the A site. Manages to step forward and take out JW as well. The fact that they were both so very low, but this was a ludicrous headshot from Flusha as well onto Happy as he comes up on Cat. That was just like locks on, gets the tap, and opens up that site. Luckily, Kyo was able to react in time, and they are able to stabilize. Envy now on 14 rounds. Fnatic wishing they had a little bit more of a buffer. Wishing that they had just got a couple more rounds on CT side, but it's not the case. So pressure is on for them.
Oh, Smith's waiting up here with the AWP. Got to be very careful about trying to fight him here. And MBK has the scout, so we're going to see that back in action. We saw how well that worked against Dignitas, so why not? Shox very aggressive here, trying to catch JW, the top fragger now, down to 3 health. And Shox might be in a bit of a pickle here. They're coming for him. He flashes his way into a kill on Flusha. And now walking around. This is so cheeky.
That flash is like pure perfection. Picks up another one. NBK in the meantime took out Crims, but there's Pronax finally finding the headshot onto Shoxy. This is all Happy, actually getting overwhelmed at long. Gotta be careful here, Envy. Yes, you may have the bomb at top mid, but you cannot afford to give up frags. Give Fnatic room to work with, and they will punish you.
There's time as well for Fnatic to run around the map and look for 1 more kill and maybe make it a 2v2 here. 40 seconds, not a lot of time, but it's possible that they can make it back into this round.
Not sure if NBK spotted the man there, actually. He's fallen back into a position where he could just attempt a headshot. Now he looks through T-spawn, but that could have been the bait to try and get this bomb. Is he going to be able to get it? Olofmeister getting shot, and there you go. NBK spots him out. 27 seconds left now. There's so little time to make this play from him. And Pronax, he's got the AWP now. He's going to be looking for that shot on NBK.
Yeah, Smith is covering up on short, and that's going to be the really big problem here for Olofmeister. Could he actually get up here with the smoke as well, trying to see if he can cross it over? He has to go for a straight palm once he gets there. So if anyone interrupts him, that's it. Game over. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. He has to jump for it, and there it is. No! NBK takes him out through the box with a jump scout. And Pronax is going to be left alone, and that's going to be map point here for Envy. 15-7. That jump scout again and again.
Yeah, he's just so good at knowing the right positions. An element that's so incredibly powerful. But this play from Shoxy, just all the way out by his lonesome, and he still gets 2 kills out of it. He had support from his teammate as well. And that was some sick stuff from Shoxy, and there you go. They're going for some of the aggression right now, Envy, and that it does help that they have such a big cushion to work with as well, so they can afford to start throwing some curveballs at Fnatic to make sure that Fnatic, their lives are as difficult as possible right now on this first map.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely it. I mean, they got essentially 8 rounds to throw away before they have to play overtime here. So we could see even more craziness if Fnatic try and bring it closer. Happy's right here. Smith does get picked off, though. They line up for him. He gets the 1. A very scary moment there as they actually did stand in front of each other. Down on long, NBK is going to come running through. It's not a scout this time. It's the M4 instead, and it's a straight headshot to take down Pronax. Just going to leave them in a 3v3, looking for a little bit more. NBK is just raining down hell upon them. They're taking so much damage, just trying to get up to the site. Second pick off from NBK leaves Flusha and Crims, and this might be Dust 2 right here. It's a 2v2 situation. Bomb not down yet, and both Envy members are right in front of the bomb site. NBK comes charging off for the triple. Pistols out now. Crims alone, and he gets NBK finally. But can he deal with Shox?
That's the question. That smoke is going to clear fairly soon here. 30 seconds left now, and Crims wondering where is he coming from. He hears the crowd making noise as well, so that's going to take him off. That bomb plant, I mean, look at this. Shoxy just trying to change up the angle. We've got 2 points of view on Crims, though, so let's go ahead and switch it back. Shoxy waiting down in CT. And on the A side, Crims with 15 seconds left. The problem is, the longer he waits, Crims, Shoxy's going to realize that this isn't a fake, and there we go. Starts moving forward, and he's going to be closing in.
And Crims trying to stay put up there. Shox is very close. Jumping with the M4 is not exactly the greatest tool ever, but now you're going to see him straight headshot, and enemy take away Dust 2 with an absolutely mind-bending performance here. Shutting out Fnatic entirely of this map.
And that's the terrific play right here. This is a best of 3, and they just picked up their map. First one right off the bat. And looking so cool and collected as well there.
But I mean, I would say they did even more than just picking up the map. I mean, if they manage to grind out a win, I'd think, okay, well, second map it's going to be a little bit different. But this is really sort of a power performance. Going to leave Fnatic a little bit shook. Hopefully they can go back and give us a third map here.
Yeah, but guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will have map 2 between these 2 Titans.
Un corps ferme pour cet été? Facile. Nouveau lait corps sous la douche raffermissant. Je me lave et je l'applique ensuite sur ma peau mouillée. Sa formule au Q10 et billes massantes est activée pour un effet fermeté. Je me rince et c'est parti. Nouveau lait corps sous la douche raffermissant Q10 de l'IVA. Raffermissez aussi votre peau après la douche avec le shorty anticellulite raffermissant.
And welcome back to the DreamHack Open 2015, live from Tour France. We are partway through the grand final for CSGO, and EnVyUs are ahead against Fnatic. And I just want to say, I am raising my baguette.
How is this working?
I told you.
How is this working?
French teams win French events, boys. That's science. End of story.
You said EnVyUs is ahead, right? Let's keep track here. 2-0 Fnatic, 2-0 Fnatic. Okay, you're out the running. You said 2-0 EnVyUs, 2-1 EnVyUs. What did he say?
2-1
EnVyUs.
2-1 EnVyUs, yeah.
I said 2-1 Fnatic. I'm still going 2-1 Fnatic.
Mate.
But they got Dust too, like I said.
Okay, well, yeah, then there's no doubt about that. Like, EnVyUs are an amazing team on Dust 2.
Better luck next time, guys. Better luck next time. It's hard, this prediction business, you know. So that's why they pay top dollar for it.
We've got a short period of time before the guys get back into it. So let's analyse quickly what we saw. I mean, it was a masterclass. Fnatic did come back into it a little bit at the end, but really EnVyUs were too strong. And it was exactly what you said, Anders. We weren't going to see a repeat of the team and what we saw against Dignitas. Very different, way more fluid.
That's definitely true, but I mean, what I enjoyed the most, obviously, Happy was just utterly unleashed and wrecked all of Fnatic, but Shox also had some godlike entry frags. This is like the unleashed Shox that we're talking about. You saw him running up Catwalk and just entry fragging Pronax and Flusher like it was nothing, like just running around the corner and killing people. And we're talking about the best team in the world. That's exactly the kind of Shox that you want to see all the time. So if that keeps going, then it's scary on any map, I think, for any team.
Well, it's the uncaged butterfly, like Richard said, you know. The thing with a butterfly is it doesn't seem very threatening, you know, but have you ever tried catching one? You're like, it's just fluttering all right. It's very difficult. But it's that finesse, it's the tenderness. But don't ever touch a butterfly's wings, Semler. I
was about to say.
They erode away, you know. You have to just enjoy that beauty, you know. Get a net if you're going to catch it. So if Fnatic want to win, work together, form a net, capture Shox, and then pin him to like a wall and just appreciate it.
And the only issue at this point is it's like
that's my
some butterfly out of the Amazon where
it
it just releases poison whenever you catch it as well. So that might be the case. And leading into Richard's theory of French teams don't lose French events,
they don't.
You might catch that butterfly, but you're going to get bit in the end.
Well, look, let's talk. We've got Mirage, I believe it is, coming up now. So, I mean, this is interesting. Both teams are accomplished on this map and have had big results at various points in their career. Talk me through who
I
you
think
think's
much
better
more so on the Fnatic side.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
The thing is, EnVyUs started out their careers when they formed this lineup playing Mirage. They seemed like they wanted to try it. It's an old map when the core was in Titan before. That used to be a classic map for them. They were the original Mirage team actually in some ways, but they went away from it partly because of the strength of Fnatic in it. Now then, Fnatic themselves haven't had to play it much recently because a lot of other teams just stopped playing it against them. So it kind of went out of their meta to a degree. And so when it came recently, when some of these teams wanted to play Fnatic on maps they hadn't played before, so TSM, Envy, now they've been willing to play some Mirage. So I think it's a bit more even than probably the record tells you. I'm sure Fnatic have the fantastic overall win rate on the map, but I'm still going to favour Fnatic overall on this map, I think.
Anything to add to that, guys?
No, I agree, definitely. Also, historically speaking, going back to the Mirage CE versions, remember all the Swedish teams were actually good. It seemed like Swedish players were just instinctively good at playing Mirage, kind of like we sometimes talk about the Americans when it comes to Cash. So a little bit of a similar style. A while ago. Right. So it's always felt a bit weird to me that in this new version it's sort of dropped off, and I'm glad to see that Fnatic are back and playing it. NiP have also started playing it more since they added Alu, and it's creeping back into the Swedish scene a little bit more, which is I think good news.
Yeah. Anything to add to that as well, Sam?
I think it's just overall good to see the map because it used to be the most played map in the pool, and then that kind of vanished essentially when the new map version came out. It took like 6 months before we started seeing it again, and that with Fnatic actually getting a bit of a head start there and really putting a lot of work in on the map. So it's good to see that it's back in the rotation. As far as who's going to come out ahead on it, I think that it is going to be Fnatic that come out because they always seem to be the more stable team on this map. Olafmeister and Crims, again, you have that consistency there.
Yeah, well, I don't think you can rule out EnVyUs or Mirage, but guys, no.
The thing is, though, just to put the cultural context on this, Rich, a little bit of pop culture. Based on my understanding of reading old comics from like the 50s, usually French people, like in the French Legion, aren't very good with Mirages because they're in the desert. They're like, oh, please, water.
No one's going to get this, mate.
They just see like a Mirage, like an oasis, and they, no, right, go towards the Mirage. And then, it's just sand, that's all. And still it's so warm and no water. That's what it's going to be like for these guys here.
My dad wouldn't even get this joke. It would be too old for him, but it's good job anyway. You're classing up the joint. Right, boys, we've done our bit. We need to get into the game, but I've got to say, this could be it. This could be the last map. Could be. So everyone make some noise for EnVyUs versus Fnatic in the grand final. Here it is. Take it away, Anders and Semler.
And so, yeah, there we have it, guys. It looks like it is going to be Mirage to go for the second map, and both of these teams looking fired up. One thing that was fun about it outside in the group, basically we managed to get outside, stretch our legs a little bit between maps, but Fnatic, they didn't look stressed at all. They didn't look phased at all. They were outside just joking around, laughing their asses off, actually. And then, Pronax walks by going back into the venue. He gives me that classic Pronax grin, just like, yeah, we gave him the first map, but we're not worried. We've got this all under control.
Well, I don't think Richard is far off, though. We definitely can't rule out Envy, and it's like I was trying to explain to you. As long as Shox can get running entry facts like that with the AK, it doesn't matter what map it is. It's just a question of trying to hold on, essentially, and see if you can outlive him. But it's not easy to stay as hot as Shox was in that map, and as hot as Happy was across 2 maps. Fnatic going to be starting on the less favored terrorist side, which means Envy get maybe a bit of a bonus in starting CT side here. Already a smoke going off in towards window, and Fnatic ready and waiting.
Now the question is, where else do they go with this? Because right now, there's no raid boss, actually. Olfmeister's got a CZ instead of a Tech 9. What is this nonsense? Where is his preferred weapon? But they've gone Kevlar as well, so there's no more nades here to make this work. Fnatic is going to come down to the straight run and gun for them, and they've managed to boost a man up into window, and there's a bit of a battle going on. Shoxy will win in the end, and Smith comes in, takes out Pronax.
Finally a reply, and Olofmeister's there with that CZ. He's got a chance to reload as well, I think. Now it's a 3v3, no bomb plant. Bit of a swap up here, 7 bullets left. Crims has to go for a quick reload. Fnatic still juggling around. That is a sick headshot. I think it's a kill. Kiyoshima must have been low already, and Crims going for a little bit more and trying to fall back and just play it safe. He's got the double already, and he's out of bullets. Has to swap back to the Glock, and they're going to group up. And MBK, he gets 1 kill. He gets a double. How does he do it? Finally going to go down. That's way more than MBK should have had. And now Happy's waiting inside, and the crowd is cheering. You can hear them in the background. They want Happy. They need the clutch here, and he's got an overwhelming chance of doing it as well. Flusher right around the corner. Happy sneaking up here. He's got all the information. He goes down anyway. Flusher gonna take it away, and Fnatic steal it at the end.
And the support, it means something. But you know what Happy is really thinking at that point? Please be quiet, crowd, because I'm desperately trying to listen for any kind of telltale sound that Flush is going to make in this incredibly important 1v1 where everything is on the line. So Happy, he is going to run into it within lethal range. He was looking to outlurk Flusha, but then again, just Flusha things. You don't catch Flusha off guard. He is going to win that clutch, and Fnatic are going to get the pistol round here, T side of Mirage.
I do love this, though. This is the triple scout setup from Envy. So we talked about sort of, say abusing, I don't want to use that, but really sort of maximizing your potential in this game. Scout's pretty good, jump Scout's even better. Why not have 3 of them?
And Wolfmeister not going to do any damage actually to Smith, but he gets spotted out. Fresh smoke going down to block off window, however, so that's going to force Smith to change up, and Happy is up in ladder room as well. He could potentially drop down, but the vents haven't been cleared out, so he's not going to go for it. Fnatic at this point, however, do have control of mid somewhat, so they can actually try and set up, but this is looking like it's going to be a B play here. The bomb, 3 members gathered up. They could still wrap through underpass if they want to. If Olofmeister can find a way through, does he spot him? Yes, he does. Gets the shot, and Happy lives with 1 HP.
Oh, wow, that is so scarily close. This is the ultimate jump scout position, almost the original one. Jumping and shooting in, no scope, gonna take out Pronax. You've got to be kidding. And now Flusher, could he finally finish off Happy? He should be able to, and there it is, 1 tap to the feet, and MBK goes down. No more jumping, no more scouting in the back of the side as well. Smith is gonna be dropped. Flusher with a shot right through what used to be the bench, and it's gonna be now a 2v3. Kiyoshima and Shox, what could they do from this position?
That's the real question now. I mean, they've got Shoxy already with that scout, but he's holding in kitchen window. They haven't been able to actually make it out, and look at this. Olofmeister already on the way. Crims will take out Kiyoshima. That leaves Shoxy alone. Easy kill, and there you go! The knife from Olofmeister. And that's how you do it.
Oh, the booze.
Oh, man. And on Shoxy to boot. There's a lot of history there, but Shoxy despises knives.
Yeah.
If you knife the crowd, if you knife somebody in his games, you're going to get wrecked.
Yeah, if you're on Shoxy's team and you do it, he's going to be slightly upset. Now, what if you're on the other team and you knife him? Oh. That is painful. You can hear the crowd. They're not loving that at all.
You got to love it from Olofmeister, though. That is, I mean, you're going to do whatever you can to get in your opponent's heads. That's just the flat of it. And both of these teams as well, with the kind of plays that they prefer, jump, scouts, full tech 9 buys, etc. You're going to get a knife. That's going to, I mean, you're going to do it.
Well, Pronax going to pick up a kill there. And also Crims, who managed to take out Kiyoshima. Flusher does check the NBK spot there, the get right spot, and ends up taking out Smiths, and then it's Happy and Shocks going down as the last two members. A flawless round here from the Fnatic team, making it 3-0. We're going to be moving straight into the fourth round. Let's see what Envy can show us here.
And not only, you know, is it going to be getting into their heads, but look at the money now for olofmeister. He's up at 7,400 in this round. That's obscene.
He's going to keep the tech. Wow, really? He's going to keep my 10? That's madness.
No fear, bro.
He doesn't even buy anything other than a Glock. He's still, I mean, he could have either bought like a P250 or a Tech 9 or anything just to try and have a little something to fight with, but he's keeping it.
Look at this from Fnatic, though. Are they going to go for a lurk? Are they going to try and lurk their way out of pit? They're waiting for this smoke to clear, but they aren't setting up for any kind of smokes to go out on that A site. They may have one trying to go through apartments, but 2 players up in Palace right now. Currently 4 players alive on this site right now for Fnatic. They've left a lurker on the other side of the map. That's going to be olofmeister with that Mac 10. Yeah, exactly, coming in through underpass.
Still plenty of time, but now the grenades are going to go out here. Kiyoshima, great position, sprays one. Not going to be able to connect with the second one. And there's the Mac 10 actually taking out Shocks, but not enough bullets to drop Smiths as well. And that's where I'm sort of wondering if that was a big mistake, in fact. Kiyoshima still alive in sight. It's going to finally go down, and Smiths also burns alive. But Crims, this is a hard round for him to clutch. Maybe you could get the bomb down, but then they would still end up walking into him. So kind of glad that he's actually trying to make this a 1v1. Nice shot from MBK, but I think Crim's doing the right thing there. If he walks in and kills someone in jungle, he has a realistic chance of winning the round. If he stays inside the bomb site and puts the bomb down, they will just set up and kill him.
Exactly. They're just going to push through that smoke. So as soon as he makes it, he could go for the bait, but they could also just play it very carefully and play for their man advantage. It really does come down to him having to get one kill to turn it into a 1v1. So this time around, it does not work out. Fnatic will not win that clutch scenario. And so Envy are on the board with the round, but because of all those kills, basically the knife kill, the SMG kills, Fnatic are filthy rich. They're going to be able to get a very healthy buy going into this 5th round. This is going to be a big opportunity for them now to wreck EnVyUs' economy.
Interesting position from Smiths here. Potentially a little bit dangerous if they group up and find him, because it might be a little bit tough for him to fall back. He does grenade it a little bit early on here. A boost to look into window from near underpass. That's a very lethal angle indeed. If they could force Smiths back here, that would be sick.
This is nasty. Nobody, I mean, HE going into the corner, but look at this NBK. He spots the ankle.
Oh, the tower is about to fall. They go down, and NBK with a double. Wants to pick up an AK, but is not going to be able to. Where's that rifle?
Oh, that drops the bomb as well. Catastrophe. olofmeister now with 1 HP, stuck in ladder room. JW tries to get the shot, but he's not going to get it. He gets chased out of there and barely lives with 16 HP, only to get shot in the back by Happy. Now that leaves Flusha and JW alone, 2v3, 35 seconds left on this clock, and they still have to get down here to get the bomb. And look at all the time that they have to waste. They don't have the info as to where the remaining members are for Envy. They constantly have to worry about somebody lurking around a corner right now.
It's so weird that MBK didn't manage to pick up anything else. They threw away his own rifle and then only had a pistol left, and still only has a pistol. But with 18 seconds, they have to get a quick kill here. The bomb is dropped, and that steals the round. Nothing that JW can do. He's just going to stay in spawn as well. So good round from EnVyUs, and obviously MBK with a perfect lurk. That's really rare.
Yeah, that is exactly. I mean, incredibly rare that you actually managed to pull it off on such a key position as well. But that's the one risk. What's the one risk? Like, how often is somebody going to push through like that on you? So this time around, Fnatic, they get completely outflanked, completely outplayed by NBK, and that completely shatters that round. Now we go into the next one here, and we have to see if Fnatic's economy was strong enough to withstand another round loss like this.
It's actually scary because they fall off just as he shoots. That could have created like just the space for them to turn around. So yeah, overall really good job. MBK also at 7-1-3, so such a strong start here for the superstar on Envy.
See, there's a shot, and both of them miss actually, and a bit of a sigh there from the crowd. Definitely looked like one of them should have been able to connect, but
is it going to be a flashbang peek in there? Kiyoshima with the Max 7 in hand. Shox is outside with the flashbang, and actually MBK has one as well. They could definitely try and flash him in. They're going to put up a smoke. It's such a mind game as well. Just pretending that there's obviously going to be no one on the other side of that smoke, otherwise why would they put it up? But there is indeed. Smith's missing another shot here, actually. So 2 openings, kind of giving up.
Shots are looking entirely too close as well. olofmeister through that flash is going to be able to bounce back. And is he going to go for the jump in the window? He very well could here. Happy holding in ladder room is going to pick up the first. And now olofmeister, he's just boosted up here looking like a crow. Not sure if he spotted the heels there of the man working his way through jungle. No, that's a man in CT, so impossible for him to do that.
They've lost 2 people already, Fnatic. They got a really good entry at B. Maybe there's a chance to get a bomb down, but this round is definitely looking like an EnVyUs round here. 30 seconds left, and there's Olofmeister gone down. MBK at the back here. Good angle, good spray. Connects with one, and Flusha is left trying to take a fight here, but time is up, and Happy will pick him out. 3-3. And Envy to pick up that round, making it look pretty comfortable as well. Not much going on there for Fnatic.
No, that's actually, it kind of just looked like Fnatic were kind of grasping at straws that entire round, not able to really put anything together. That push isn't coordinated. It's more of like an act of desperation at that point. We have no other option but to just try and rush out onto this site, cross our fingers, and hope that we don't get shot in the face. And BK, of course, happy to oblige. So, Smith's again mid, and this time he connects with the shots. Olofmeister is gone. That leaves mid open now. Fnatic don't have anybody there to gather info for them.
Yeah, but also around here where Fnatic have pistols, so I think they're going to be, I mean, they're not going to worry too much about that anyway. I think they're going to try and just do what they can here. Pronax with a good headshot on one, but around that Fnatic, just if they get a bomb down, that would be impressive all on its own. And actually, they're going to be successful in that. 3v3 here. Fnatic getting so much out of this round. They even steal one AWP and one M4 there. Envy got to be careful.
Exactly. JW's got the AWP, and he's looking short, but he changes up his angle just at the wrong time there. Smith's trying to go for the flash. That's actually going to open things up. Now he spots the barrel. He knows. There's the Molotov right into the corner. JW has to give ground, and he's going to get the shot onto Smith, who tries to push through. JW, no, that's Krimz getting the kill onto Shoxy. And now it's Keo. 1v1. Keo looking for the final one. He's got the P250 in hand, but he's going to get caught out by Krimz. And there's the kind of clutch round that you needed, Fnatic, to bounce back in this.
That is a sick round from Fnatic. That's such a huge impact. And those are the rounds that both Fnatic and Envy are so good at picking up. Just randomly, every once in a while, they'll just make the pistols connect, dropping everyone to the B-bomb side, getting the bomb down and stealing the rifles. Such a huge hit there. That's 3-4 now. Envy, they can make a buy happen, but they got to be real careful they don't start losing now. Otherwise, Fnatic, I think actually somehow Mirage is one of the maps that's been somewhat immune to the latest sort of swing towards the terrorist side. It feels like this map is still very CT-sided in some sense. Like, you still can do quite well on CT side. If you just got 5-6 rounds on terrorist side, you're going to be all right.
Yeah, and they already pick out, they already pick off Happy as well, so that's Krimz with a good start. JW will be able to pay, he gets a rifle to work with as well, and I think he was skimping before, so he's actually going to be very happy with that turn of situation. And now they've got control of mid as far as Fnatic are concerned. There's still a man crouching in window, so we'll see if they pick off Smiths.
No, not sure.
What is that?
Not sure what the booing is for. Maybe we'll figure it out. Delayed reaction to Happy going down. Either way, a bit of a sneak going on. JW making a little bit of noise over towards the B side of the map. And inside A, where the only one holding currently is Kiyoshima, this is going to get really rough now for him. He's got so many kills he has to pick up. Otherwise, this round could slip out of their fingers in a couple of seconds. There's Smith picking up the one kill. And Kiyoshima making his way down the ramp. 2 targets right around that corner. He's going to pick up the first one, goes for a second, but he drops the Pronax. Still a 3v3, and one inside the bomb side. Look at Shoxy's there real quick, looking for a headshot, but he's going to get down by Flusha.
Such a sick shot by Flusha. He gets caught in a tri-boxes, though. Smith's coming alive in this round. He gets a random headshot onto Pronax as well. And now they're just committing to this bomb plant. 16 seconds left, and Smiths backs off. NBK with the wild spray and doesn't fail to hit. I mean, he fails to hit everything nearly. Pronax still alive with 9 HP, and there's a shot. Perfect flash timing. Pronax goes through the smoke and picks off Smiths as well. They managed to pull off a 2v2 scenario where Pronax has literally no HP. And could basically be just like counting his lucky stars that he lives through that spray from NBK through the smoke.
Wow. What a round there. So close. If that spray connects in the smoke and the bomb stops being put down, it was put down at around 15 seconds left. That's it. No more round for Fnatic. Now it's 5-3, and Envy are back on pistols, and they've got 2 deagles as well. And this is not one of those force-up rounds from Envy that they played earlier. This is more sort of, all right, we'll play it a little bit more standard here and just go for some regular guns.
Nice nades there as well. They're just looking to see. Ladder room. Happy has been playing that position fairly frequently, so they're looking to see if they can't catch him off guard with a shot up in there. Keo has rotated around as well to lend a hand, basically.
I like this move from Smiths, walking all the way into CT spawn. I mean, if he's fast enough, he could end up wrapping around. Olofmeister trying to check here. Is he going to be on point? Doesn't see anything, but also doesn't go down. I mean, if you push through, they're probably dead instantly. And where is Smiths? He's coming up. He's actually flanking from the one position where there's only one guy coming from, and he's probably going to be way too late here. Kiyoshima takes one, then goes down. MBK instant check there. Nice job, Pronax. And as I said, Smith's going to be just a couple of seconds too late. That's a little bit of a, well, it's not really a mistake, but it's a little bit of a shame, actually, from Smith. He could, you can't really know when you're flanking. If you run to try and be faster and they're right around the corner, you give up that position. You need your teammates essentially to tell you how far up they are, and nobody from Envy knew. So what else are you going to do?
Exactly, right? He can't speed up behind that. And a bit of applause there for Fnatic. So it looks like they're actually winning the favor of the crowd here. Well, that's already an achievement if you can silence the crowd. Remember, he has WC. That was the big thing, and Fnatic just did it perfectly when the first time that they faced here. So this is essentially the rematch from ESWC between these two teams. And Envy right now, they've got the advantage, but then I say that, and Crims gets the sick headshot onto Shoxy. Not every day that you see people pick up the entries from pit like that.
Not like that, no. Kiyoshima with a return. The double up setup has fallen down to 1 AWP on Happy here. The bomb all the way back by the television, and it means Fnatic can just play this one calm and safe, and they will.
Now the bomb can actually start making its way back to A because Crims gets the kill on the only man holding here. He's going to be able to clear this out as well. Olafmeister already legging it through T-Spawn.
I'm going to end up sounding like a broken record here, but the problem is, on Dust 2, it was Envy entirely controlling the pace of the game when they were playing T-side. Right now, Fnatic are being allowed to do the exact same thing. Envy, they're not pushing aggressively. They're not trying to... I mean, the one round that was really sick here was NBK pushing up in underpass. But this is Mirage. You can do this all over the place. And they need to do it a little bit more here. Happy with a good pick off there. 35 seconds left, and he's trying to make his way back. Still in a 2v1.
He's changed it up completely as well. Pronax actually hunting for him now. And Happy looking to see if he can't find the timing. Pronax now wondering if he wrap back around. I think he heard the steps there. And Pronax, I mean, this bomb plant is going to happen. Nothing possible there for Happy. They saved the AWP, and Fnatic, they end up losing quite a bit that round. Happy with a very successful lurk.
Nice attempt, really.
But it's not going to change anything for oh, well, perhaps I spoke too soon. NBK goes for the buy.
But I think now it's not like a crazy nuts kind of force up here. NBK actually is the only one to do it, so that is kind of crazy. Just like a way of saying, I'll make this work for my team. And if it doesn't, hopefully they can pick it up the round afterwards. But the thing is, even if they wait for crazy force ups now, oh, NBK opens up with a headshot on Pronax, and that was a jump as well, for sure.
And that was in B apartments, right?
Oh, man.
Brutal turn of events there.
But if they did force it up here at 7-3, I'd be less upset with Envy, because at this point, they've already given so many rounds to Fnatic, they need to reply. Need to come up with more here.
A good defense there by Crims, making sure that Envy couldn't push forward and pick up that AK. But you're just managing your weapons. It is something that they have to take into account here. Envy can also count on Crims basically hanging around. The fact that this is AK is here, that they have to defend it. And he's kind of using this as bait still. They've still got 55 seconds left, so it's not like Fnatic are hard-pressed for time.
No, definitely not. 45 here, so it just ticks by. They're going to be walking into NBK once more. You see the blood on the wall from his last victim here. Crims going to be picking off shocks. Another body shot goes through. NBK going to try one more time, but something much more powerful than a scout was waiting on the other side. It's JW with the AWP, and now Kiyoshima, can he deny the plant here? He's going for a bit of a battle. He's also alone, goes down, and it's 8-3 for Fnatic. Wow. The tables have been turned.
Completely. Now it's Fnatic controlling the pace. They've got the control, and right now I'm sure that the French commentators are calling out, you know, give some support right now. Because Envy certainly need it. And look at Envy. Their answer to this is double AWP play. Smith's Happy. They're going for the double off. They're going to try and just catch them off guard. 3 guys rushing straight onto B as well. That's Happy who's going to take it all the way into the back, trying to catch somebody out in B apartments again, hoping to reproduce the same result that NBK had early last round.
And it's kind of fitting as well, having Happy's AWP call what it is. Smith's going to be taking down Crims. It's a strong start here.
Now can Olafmeister find the angle there? Not sure if they spotted Happy back out. That looks like they want to speed up behind this. Smith is taking out JW in the meantime. 2-man advantage now for Fnatic. And there it is. Happy lands the shot, drops the bomb carrier as well. He has control of the situation. There's only Olafmeister, and he gets caught out by Kiyo. That's how it works. Envy just picking apart Fnatic, forcing their hands, getting them to basically commit to a site and then punishing them from there.
Yeah, that's just a solid round, and getting those entries making such a big difference here. Fnatic still a decent bank on Crims, but that's pretty much what they have. Everyone else is a little bit lower. Well, moving into the 13th round, this first half is drawing to a close quick, and it looks like it might be a standard setup smoke round here from Fnatic. Are they just going to walk up the slope, in fact?
They're looking to get that entry frag again, right? Just looking to see if anybody's going to be lurking on the edge, and Crim's just watching right under it. He has a little bit of a gap to exploit, and they are going to just rush right through. Catching Envy off guard. Perhaps the smokes, the flashes now going to go down. JW watching from on high. If anybody's in jungle, well, that's not necessary anymore. Flusha clears it out. Shoxy, though, will have an impact and take out Olfmeister, but that was in mid. So 4 players remain here on Fnatic to lock down this site, and they've already done the damage. 2 kills very quickly going Fnatic's way, and this is all about now. Basically, Envy, do they decide to commit to this or not? There's absolutely no impact that they can have. Happy is going to get a kill on a Pronax, but it's still a 1v3.
Yeah, saving the AWP would be the best right now, but obviously a big hit here to Envy. Just having come back into it, just having picked up a round, and then it bounces right back in favor of Fnatic. Just too strong, and they weren't even going for that standard smoke. What they were doing instead is simply trying to, catch Envy, doing enough, just walking through, slipping through silently, and only revealing themselves when they were on the site. And Envy couldn't react fast enough.
There's the lax, and there it is, Flusha.
Wow.
You can see the frustration on Vincent's face there, on Happy's face. He knew he had to hold on to that AWP because that was their big lifeline basically going into the next round.
Great job on Flusha, though. That's a super important pick-off.
And manages to pick off JW, so they're going to be able to get an AWP here, and there it is now, just a force buy straight up from Envy. Doing everything they can in this 14th round to try and get another 2 rounds on the board here for them. They're way behind so far in this first half. Fnatic full control. And well, once again, Fnatic are just spreading out across this map. This has been their modus operandi practically. I mean, just get in there, spread out across the map, look for picks, and so far they've been very successful finding the entries.
Just going to escape that HE into window, but MBK goes down. That's Olofmeister. Very nearly dropping himself, but still staying alive. 2 people playing towards connector and 1 inside B. Meaning Fnatic have free room to do almost whatever they want here. They're playing against almost no grenades. Happy, though, with a very important kill on Pronax. This could be 11-4 for Fnatic if they can pick up this round. Smith is going to drop. Happy looking for it, but he gets down by Flusha. And Kiyoshima, what could he do? He drops 1. Still 3 to go, and JW has shot him out of the round. 10-4. What can Envy do now? They've got next to nothing.
Yeah, their ability to focus, basically. Once they manage to find that weakness, they just press forward. They're like a glacier. You just see them coming, but there's nothing you can do. You're not stopping that glacier. It's like a billion tons of ice. They're Swedish, too.
All the way from Sweden, right?
All the way from Sweden. I mean, Fnatic are up on 10 rounds, and it's another force buy for Envy. This is the story now between both of these teams, essentially. They just managed to control the economy of their opponents. They're letting them win around here or there, but that's only worse because then they win the next one, and that just resets their opponent's money. So Envy, they never managed to get their feet under them, basically, their legs under them to support themselves here in this half. Every single time Fnatic come back and win the next round, reset everything, and Envy are just left with these awkward force buys. Olofmeister lurks his way into window this time, and, guess what, Shoxy? You're not alone.
Oh no, Kiyoshima, those close with the shotgun. Pellets the legs of Olofmeister. This is a slow death for the Swedish player, and he's finally gonna go down. Pretty bleeding to death at the end there. But it's still Fnatic coming out on top here in a 2v3. And they are making their way to back towards them. Probably gonna go for the A-bomb side here. Pronax up in apartments, locking down connector and jungle, seeing if anyone is up there. Is he gonna catch the kill? Yeah, perfect timing there, and Happy's gonna go down. And MBK, he's going to have to show some real magic now.
Well, good spot now, and just getting caught against the wall there was enough. That's all Pronax needed. Double kill at the end for Pronax in the 15th round, and a bit of applause going out from the crowd for that dominant performance in that first half from Fnatic. And there's the man in question who's calling the shots right now as well for Fnatic. Took over the leading role for the past few days, and in this tournament so far, they've been very successful with Flusha. Although, of course, if you look at the first map, it hasn't been the case, but this is almost just like the polar opposite. Now it's Fnatic's time to dominate flat out on a map.
Yeah, this is another power performance coming out here, playing T side as well. This is, it's almost as close as you get to securing this map here. EnVyUs, I don't know what they have to do to get back into it. They're going to have to show us, I think, because not many people have made this kind of comeback against Fnatic on this particular map of all maps. 11-4. Smoke goes off into window. JW can't really see a thing. Just going to get a few casual clicks in here, hoping for the best.
And Pronax up in B apartment spots the one. Decides to fall back. This is straight up short, though. They're going for the all-out run and gun Envy. Blasting around this corner. Flusha just going to dance around the pillar, doing the best that he can to buy some time. Not going to find the headshot. Pronax alive at the back of the site, and the rotation already come through. Pronax gets 1 kill, but then Envy get 2 more, besting him. It's going to be down to the remaining 2 players here. Crims and Olafmeister rotating over from the site. Shoxy trying to do the best that he can, but that's another 2 kills coming in. Olafmeister brings it back to a 2-on-2.
Oh, what a scary situation here, though. Olaf is very low. He's going to get taken out there. NBK and Kiyoshima to finish the round. So we'll be moving a little bit further on in this game. If Fnatic wins that pistol, that shuts Envy out, without a doubt. Say they still have a fighting chance, but man, is it going to be an uphill struggle.
It's certainly not going to be easy, very far from it, and we're already in here. Second round, and look at, I mean, this has just got to be a nod, basically, between both of these teams. Very few SMGs picked up. Happy, the only one with an MP7. Everybody else upgrading to AKs and Galils. They both know how lethal they are, essentially, with the pistols. That second round buy, both of them are masters of it. So this is just the hard counter that they're trying to go for. Not really rushing into close quarters. Up in B apartments, but look, Shoxy holding back as far as he can to avoid getting caught from underpass. And Olafmeister's currently lurking down there as well. Is he going to walk forward? Yes, he could. This is all Olafmeister is waiting for right now. Up close with the CZ. And there it is, instant death, and that drops the bomb down as well. And Olafmeister gets a 2nd kill. He's got the Galil. He gets a 3rd. Olafmeister. That's the kind of play that's going to put up Fnatic on a 3rd map.
I have no words to describe what we just saw. Olafmeister just beasting it right now. The 4th kill of the round for himself. That mid-air headshot with the C-set 75 is out of this world. Happy trying to spray through, but he's got the bomb at least. He's still trapped in. If he runs towards B, Pronax is there with the jumping scout. Anywhere else he goes, Fnatic are teamed up and grouped up.
Ready and waiting. 30 seconds left as well. He's got so little time. B apartments, he knows. He's just, look at this. He's just dancing around, waiting to see if anybody's going to go for the jump, if anybody's going to give anything away. 15 seconds now. It's pretty much impossible for him to get onto a bomb site. He's literally just crossing his fingers, hoping he's going to save, but that's just not going to be the case. Perfect timing there, and they're going to be able to clean it up. And Olafmeister, yeah, getting the tap on the shoulder from the coach. Devil approves. You know, basically get a triple kill in a round.
This kill.
2 of them with the CZ. Just not bad.
That 2nd kill, that's too much. Wow.
And the focus from Olafmeister, you can see. He's just dialed in right now. Fnatic definitely looking for that 3rd map finish here. Envy right back to square one. They go for a force buy of their own, but this time around, Fnatic, they're the ones with the gear. The rifles, the scout, the MP9 on Pronax.
Great time to do an A execute right now, because Olafmeister's in the back here with a scout. Not the greatest weapon to shoot once the smokes go up, and actually 2 people in jungle. They make it back from middle, which is going to make it a lot more safe for Fnatic here. See if they can actually pull this off. Envy, they start to run in. They're going to charge through JW. AK in hand, picks off 2, and almost a 3rd one here. 5 bullets left. It's not going to be the triple. Crims will steal it away, but the round is done in a second. Split-second timing then. If Envy execute that round 2 seconds earlier, the smokes go up such that Fnatic are actually in the middle, and the only one there to stop it or to even see it happen is Olafmeister with a scout in hand. But they do just a little bit later, and JW comes back, and I think Crims came back in as well from window.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just some unfortunate timing for Envy.
Just like talk about total obliteration as well. It's like Crims just like bodily launching himself through that smoke to deny the plant. That means that Envy don't even have enough money to get a respectable force buy together. They're going for P250s. It's all going to be about the next round. 3 P250s, a flash on Shoxy. There's the flash in the connector, and this is going to be a straight up through underpass, trying to get in fast. JW just holding down mouse 1, gets a double spray, and Flusha setting it up. Crims with 2 of his own. Wow. And again, another dominant round coming out from Fnatic. That was also, I like that play though. That's a very tailor-made play from Envy. They will try to bust that out every now and again, where it's just like Shoxy, flash into connector, bum rush from underpass.
Yeah.
Only problem is you need a flash for window or something too.
They just ran right into the meat grinder, it felt like. That was just ugly, wasn't it? Wow, Fnatic are really showing us something here. They are well on their way to a 3rd map. No doubt about that. At 14-5, they are 2 rounds away from just crushing Envy on this map here. Smoke goes off just in time. Kiyoshima actually still picks up Flusha.
That's on short, but there's a man that lurked his way out on the balcony, it looked like, for a second there. Manages to get back out of dodge, and that's Happy just holding. But they've now managed to infiltrate connector here. Envy looking to get boosted up on the box, looking towards electric. This is a good play here, but just a wall breakthrough from Cribs. He goes through the smoke and takes out that man. Smiths is gone. And now up in apartments as well. JW setting it up, spots the man in connector, readjusts his aim and drops the bomb carrier. This is actually a big problem now for Envy.
They're at even odds at 3-3, and they've done a little bit more damage to JW than Shoxy's received, but still, that bomb being down is just a little bit uncomfortable. It means Fnatic have time to make a couple of rotations. Crims, I think he maybe took a little bit of damage there. He's dropping very low. What an angle from Shox. One grenade here would finish. Shox has one as well. Is he going to use it? Here it comes. Oh, no. It's not going to be the right angle. If he throws that in, that's going to be it. But he does get a great 180 in and takes down JW. They have the bomb as well. And that will be a 2v3.
Man, 30 seconds left here.
Crims is paralyzed in that corner. I'm not going to move even an inch.
What can he do? And there's already a man waiting in Delpan as well. Happy, just lurking. That's what Happy does. Nice nade onto NBK, but it's not enough. And Olfmeister's only got the scout to work with. Happy goes ahead and picks up his frag. That's Crims getting caught in mid. Olfmeister will find Shoxy, and NBK is low as well. So if you can get on here and get a kill fast on NBK, it's just that NBK isn't going to make that error. NBK isn't going to make that kind of mistake. He's just listening. Olfmeister stomping all over the place, and it's a free kill for NBK. He knew exactly where Olfmeister was at all times in that situation.
Yeah, and the great thing about what NBK does in a situation like that is even if Olfmeister somehow gets like a miraculous scout shot on his face, then he will have bought enough time for his teammate to rotate in. So that's just like solid, basic, but pretty solid play. And Envy will make it back to 14-6. 10 rounds in a row here, Semler. Do you believe?
Anything's possible.
No, I don't think it is. Not this time.
No, and JW getting caught on an edge. That's not customary there. Just goes leaping back into the wall, and NBK does not miss that opportunity to get an entry frag for his team. So now, all of a sudden, things getting a little hairy here for Fnatic. There's still 4 of them with like 3K money, so they could potentially put a 4-spy together in the next round if they were to lose this one, but it's still going to be cutting it very close. Nice nade there, however, onto the man holding in Delpan. That's going to rock. Look at that Shoxy standing over there.
Especially because that really looked like JW just had a straight scope on him. So that was like one of those weird situations where like an easy kill just really doesn't happen. And it you know, it's happened throughout this tournament. Just every once in a while, it's going to end up that way. Envy with some insane openings here. Once again, playing T-side, they just cruise in wherever they feel like and pick off players left and right. And really, Flusher and Crims, you have to just try and save what they have on them.
And Crims is going to pick up the frag, and now it's going to be down to Flusher. Still alive on short. Do we get that headshot? Yes, we do. Smiths delivers. And it's going to be Crims alone with the AWP, holding in CT. Attention drawn back towards B site, and that sets it up perfectly for Happy to get the backstab. Well played there by Envy, and yet another round put on the board for them. So the slow but steady march to a win, 2-0.
I don't know. Got to be careful, you know, you make those kind of promises. Like, if they do it, I would, but...
Shave the beard.
Definitely not. I look like I'm 13 if I do that. It's awful.
I'm going to get a bet going one day with you where you're going to have to do that. All right. You got 3 guys waiting in pit right now for Envy, and it's looking like they want to go for the lurk again.
Maybe I'd do it for skins. That might be like the exception. 120 seconds here. Let's see if Envy can continue with these entry facts. They've been playing sick on Dust 2, and obviously here it seems like they're still on it. NBK happy. Finally a return from JW, but still a favorable trade for Envy. Getting into the bomb site, and I love the fact that they've kept Shox in the middle lurking. That's going to be such a strong tool if it comes to a defuse.
Well, they're just now starting to commit to this, and JW is now in CT as well. We'll see. He peeks up, gets the kill. What a peekaboo moment there. Not going to be able to hit the man holding on CT, but still, if Shoxy does not get that kill, and if they're in a 3-on-3, this is very favorable. But now Shoxy's wasting valuable time taking this fight. Pronax will win it with that 5-7 in hand. Back into a 2-on-2, but they're starting to run out of time here, Fnatic. They need to make the play happen very quickly here. Pronax has a smoke, but JW with the point-blank shot onto Keo. And this is now going to be Happy alone. They have a smoke for the defuse.
Oh, this is hard on Happy with an AWP. You don't get that many shots. Flashes up. They're already defusing. Happy takes down the defuser now. JW, he doesn't have a kit. Can he pick one up? It's going to be too late. He has to run. What a round. He's sent flying into the middle of the map. That's a great shot from Happy. When you've got an AWP and someone's defusing in smoke, you get very few shots of actually doing. Otherwise, you're going to run out of time.
Yeah, well, like 2? And then that's going to be it. So, I mean, Happy, he hits it on the first go as well. He knew exactly where that bomb was planted. The talk about the big plays there.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, they could obviously be defusing from one or the other side.
Yeah.
So it's real scary. And what's a little bit weird is that Fnatic didn't manage to have one guy sort of keeping Happy occupied while the other guy was defusing. It seemed like there was a little bit of miscommunication
You know
there.
what? I wonder if that was an imperfect smoke and Happy was able to spot some, like a little boot or something sticking out the edge of it.
It could be. But either way, there should have been someone from Fnatic sort of distracting him and fighting him over at ramp there. A little bit of confusion. It's 8-14. It's still a long ways away from Envy, but the way they're playing right now, they're making it look like it's possible. Anti-eco round coming out here, and an easy clean up here. No issue at all for them.
Wow. There you go. That's decisive. Perfect anti-eco round. A near team ace as well. And the slow march continues. Envy 1 round at a time. Fnatic being kept off of match point.
I mean, they're doing this well in spite of Shox only having 7 kills, right? Like, he's really not shown up that much here, but maybe he is just slow calling them to victory at this point.
That could be it. You know, again, if you're just tuning in, Shoxy right now, it's not Happy leading. It's Shoxy calling the plays. Straight into underpass as well. They're spreading out again. Envy, very similar strategy to what Fnatic employed. They're actually managing to spread out, look at all points, basically. Just looking to see if Fnatic are going to go for any kind of power plays, basically. Trying to get info on the map. Trying to wreck Envy early. So Envy, very passive, just hoping that they're going to walk into their crosshairs. So 2 players gathered up in B apartments right now for Envy, and it looks like this might be where they want to take it. That bomb's still waiting top mid. They have the smokes to set it up if they want. Smoking a window into connector. They could go up short very quickly here, but JW finds the headshot onto NBK. And now Fnatic, first time in a few rounds where they actually get the entry.
Yeah, that could be really significant. You're right. Hiroshima making a lot of noise on Tetris. Actually going to get himself killed. Flusher trying to stay alive here. Smoke goes off. They're going to try and push through. And Flusher, timing could not be better. Very well done. Shoxy coming with a kill, but this might be too late. Fnatic might be about to take the map point here.
Pronax is boosted as well. They may never expect this. Do they check? Nope. Walk around that corner and Pronax is there.
Oh, cold. Not going to go for the knife, even though it's JW and even though it's Happy. That'd be the ultimate knifing battle if that turned out to be the case. But they want to play it real safe here. Fnatic not going to take any chances. And we've got it going on now. The 15th round here. Fnatic a single round away. We're going to be seeing the last
Who's
map.
Flusher looking at in the crowd right there? Because he was looking at something and then he got a bit of a grin going. So I'm wondering, you know.
There could be some of these Twitch emotes that are going on, couldn't it?
Correct, Kappa.
And Cash is the final map, isn't it?
Yes.
I believe.
Yes, it is.
Oh, did they leave Inferno? I can't remember. No, they banned Inferno.
Banned
Fnatic banned Inferno.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. Double up on the enemy side. Smiths and Happy, and the single one on JW. So we'll see. It's not over yet. 6 rounds in a row from Envy. I mean, they've practically already done that once on this first half, on this second half here. Why couldn't they do it again?
They do have a bit of the lurk going on right now for Envy as well, waiting in pit like that. No smoke on pit, so they're just hoping that somebody's going to walk into that AWP. That's Happy holding over there. JW currently making sure that nobody's been boosted up. He's a little bit worried about that, but that's not the case right now. Envy still waiting fairly patiently. This is looking like it's going to wind up being an A split, especially with a kill on B site. That could force the rotation. You already see drawing an extra man over there, and NBK waiting for Crims, who peeks forward to try to get info. This is all falling apart now for Fnatic.
Yeah, but it is still the right move for Crims to try and do it. Just doesn't work out, but he has to try and see what's going on. Otherwise, they're playing completely blind. Flusher will at least get a kill, but he's very low on health himself. With the bomb plant here, yeah, Fnatic to fall back. Definitely the right call, I would say.
It's a question whether Olofmeister can actually survive or not. He's hanging around here, so he might be looking for an exit. He also realizes that they've got control of jungle, essentially, so there's no safe way out for him. Olofmeister will get found by NBK. So there it is. If they can save the AWP and the AK, this would actually be pretty big here for Fnatic. They definitely need that AWP for JW in the next round.
Yeah, armor and 2 defuse kits as well, and a couple of grenades. It really stacks up, you know. $12,650 currently saved on them. And from this position, they should be safe unless someone comes out with a really incredible wallbang here. Fnatic should be able to save what they've got.
And they should be able to get a buy out of this as well. So not too shabby a position here for Fnatic. They're going to be able to take another crack at it here in the next round, having saved that AWP. Shoxy just looked like he's tired with the world. You know, he looks right now, he's just like kind of just tired of it all.
I can't deal with this. Why aren't we winning?
It's been 8th, made 5 rounds.
We'll see if they can continue. JW with a quick jump over, trying to just be at a bit of an off angle in that middle window in case anyone's going to come and challenge him, but no one is, and he's jumping down, and there's a great headshot. Run up, grenade, is it going to chase him down? It will. Smith's instantly gone.
And the flash as well, he could have actually pushed on a Shoxy there. He did not. Of course, he has no idea of knowing just how effective it was. But look at how they're sticking around here as well, Fnatic. Instead of backing off, they're going to go for a smoke at top mid. They're just saying, hey, Envy, you know, we're still waiting around. Another flash. Shoxy boosted up. Olofmeister going for the wild spray. Not getting any luck. Yes, he does! He finds Happy through the smoke.
The bomb is right here. Shox with a good and very important return. Otherwise, that bomb would have been lost and probably forever. A single round here for Fnatic. And we are through to a third map in the grand finals. They've got a one-man lead. 50 seconds left, and it looks like the bomb is making its way towards the B bomb site. Last time, it's a great defense set up here by Fnatic. And this time, they got two people on a third one in the window room who could try and rotate in. Pronak's angle is great at the moment.
Far too good. NBK, though, he's kind of dancing around in pit right now, but Pronak's lurking around on that B side. It's going to pick off Kiyoshima, and this is now going to leave the bomb alone. And then NBK all the way on the other side. Crims, did he make noise on the ladder there? It seems like NBK's got a pretty good idea that he's waiting in here, and there you go. NBK picks up the first one and does tremendous damage to JW.
Oh, but Pronak's just waiting. He knows the bomb is here, and this is going to be it. 3v1. Shoxy coming down into it. He's going to get the one kill. 10 seconds left. He's going to get a bomb plant. But can he hold on? He's got one Molotov, one smoke, but they're coming in from either angle. He's trapped. He's locked in here. Fnatic, can they put it to a third map? Shox is going to pick up the one kill. He's got the triple, but he is very low on health, and he goes down to Flusher. So there we go. 16 to 10, and Fnatic take it away on Mirage.
And it looks like the confidence that we saw from Fnatic during the break after the first map was I mean, they lived up to it perfectly here. Just didn't seem like it was a struggle at all. Even when Envy were just slowly coming back into the game, it never really seemed like Fnatic were in any danger of losing that second map. So you can see they're all smiles, and Pronax again, that cheeky grin, man. When he gives you that grin, you know, oh, okay, you're up to something. You've got an ace up your sleeve here, and clearly Mirage was it. Yeah. Fnatic, they didn't look pressured at any point.
Wow, definitely a really well-played round there, a really played map from Fnatic. But now we're going to go into commercials, so we'll be right back after this break.
Yes, you've had it quite tough, always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy, look up, there's a new life waiting. Your head's buried in the sand, you've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel, only you know that it's real. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Because you are stronger. Yes, you are stronger. Because you are stronger. Yes, you are stronger. Yes, you've had it quite tough, always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy, look up, there's a new life waiting. Your head's buried in the sand, you've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel, only you know that it's real. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on, carry on. Don't look back, just carry on, carry on.
Hello and welcome back to the DreamHack Open 2015 live from Tour France. We're in the grand final. It's EnVyUs versus Fnatic. I'm Richard Lewis, your host. He's Doran. He's Anders. He's Semler. Wow, this final. It's you can cut it with a knife edge at the moment right now.
I think it's down between you guys, right?
Basically. Oh, it always was.
Oh. No, I'll give you credit, guys. You both said 2-0 Fnatic, so technically you predicted they would win the second match, which they did do.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Give me some points back there.
He's a giver. He's a giver.
Your Grace. Thank you very much.
But I told you, the thing with these great teams is you can't judge one map to another. You can't go, oh, EnVyUs just had their number on the first map. It's going to roll over. It wasn't the case. And like I said, those French guys with those mirages, sometimes it turns out, you're grasping it.
Yeah, just because one guy on Reddit got that reference, like, you're super chuffed about it.
You never heard of Tintin, anyone?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
No one. Not cultured at all.
No. Tough crowd. Is this thing on? Hello? Right, anyway. Look, let's get into...
Don't be salty just because EnVyUs got right.
let's get in. Let's get into what happened, right? Let's do a dissection and break it down. I thought EnVyUs, they got off to a slow start as CT. The second half was actually competitive. I mean, you were casting the game. Talk me through where you think it kind of unraveled a little bit for the French.
Well, I think, that second half, I think Envy kind of showed that the entry fragging that they've got going on is still really overpowering, isn't it? It's hard to deal with. You can tell Fnatic really had to struggle to make it work. I think it was, it was all the way back at like 15-10 before they finally started picking up a little bit and actually got some entry frags themselves, Fnatic. So I think that's also what carried them through DOS 2 a lot on the Envy side. Entry frags just really hard to deal with. When they were playing the CT side, though, they let Fnatic control the game a lot, and I feel like they didn't utilize enough some of the aggressive potential on the CT side of that map. Just a little bit too little. Yeah,
and a little bit like a reverse Fnatic at the moment. Like, that was a really good T side, CT side not so much. But again, it shows that they're going through evolution, and there is more to the game now than just having a super solid CT side. They can bring it as terrorists.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And what's more important as well is the way that they actually managed to chain rounds together, where they would allow their opponents to pick up a round, but then they would instantly come back, reset their money, and that just makes your job so much easier. That's the dream scenario for your T side, basically. If you're going to be able to constantly reset the CT money, they never have the nades to hold you out of a sight, and your job just gets that much easier. And we saw Envy start to get a little bit of the same going their way. They were making life really difficult for Fnatic, just not allowing Fnatic to have the tools necessary. But like you said, Anders, it wasn't until that all of a sudden JW starts delivering a couple of entry frags, and then it starts going back Fnatic's way. And Envy, I think basically after that first half, it was really just a matter of time. It's one of those maps where you're just thinking, it's really going to take this titanic struggle basically for Envy to be able to get back into this. It's just that one round at a time mentality, but the odds of that actually happening are so slim, and Fnatic know that as well. So Fnatic are not getting flustered. They're just saying, it's all right, just keep your focus, keep doing our game, and eventually we'll grind them out.
Now, Duncan, I know you love EnVyUs because of their beauty. It's more of a personal thing.
The aesthetic qualities that
you admire Fnatic for their skills. And
Olaf, the way they play as a team.
Yeah, but Olafmeister in particular, I thought did really well there. Tell us about him.
Well, this particularly has been one of his maps recently. Like on T side, that's part of the reason why I feel like Fnatic's gotten so good on T side. What's funny is in this Flusher era, actually their CT side hasn't been as dominant. They're not the guaranteed 10 rounds team, but they're getting so many T side rounds, and I think Olafmeister on their T side particularly, that's where his strengths are. Like his AK, his first couple of bullets, he's so deadly with it, and he's an aggressive player as well. He's not the kind of slow starter. Also on this map, it used to be that Crims was the monster on the CT side, but actually he's been really solid on T sides from now on. He doesn't get like a multi-kill round. He picks up 1 kill this round, 1 kill next. He just does his job, and so I think Olafmeister's the best player in the world at the moment. He really came together on that map. I mean, you talk about on the EnVyUs side, like the slow start. When I was actually on my way here, I was in a French train station, and I saw a sign that said retard delay. And I thought, yeah, pretty much reminds me of this match, actually, in many ways. Slow start, slow start. That's in French. That's actually entirely legitimate. Anything you project into that is your problem.
I love you, brother. But you won't work in this town again, but I love you, brother.
Well, with any luck, better things, better things. But moving on. Yeah.
But anyway, so this is it. We're moving into the decider now. It's going to be on cash. I was talking to Duncan there just off camera before we came on, and I said, despite my prediction, I think if it was a best of one, I'd probably give Fnatic the edge on this map. But that said, home crowd advantage and everything, right? So I'm not changing my mind. So how do we think cash is going to go down, guys?
Oh, I mean, I've been saying Fnatic all along. I might as well stick with it at this point. Some of the really incredible Fnatic performances we've seen on this particular map have come off of some lockdown CT sides, where we've seen them come back where they've only got like 4 rounds on T side, and then they still win on CT side. So that, yeah, that would be my guess, that a strong CT side might help out Fnatic a lot here.
I think as far as the mental game is concerned right now that we're getting into crunch time, the last map, I know, these are all intangibles essentially that we start to discuss, where it's going to be, like how is the mental state of the team itself. And I feel like EnVy have been hurting for a little bit longer than Fnatic have in this situation. It's been a bit more pressure on them. They've been struggling for a lot longer than Fnatic, it seems, and now that's actually prompted where it turns into this like last ditch, where it's not the team leader who says, actually I want to take a step away, like Pronax, where it's just like getting a bit too much, and then they kind of like shift it out that way, where it's like one of the players actually has to step forward and say, listen, this isn't working. We really need to try and change something up. That speaks of a different situation basically in the team. And so I still think that EnVy are a little bit on the rocks, that they're still trying to figure out their way off of it, whereas Fnatic are, it's really just like TSM, and they're kind of just doing this just to see, and it's not, it's not this act of desperation, or at least that we kind of get from EnVy. So I think when it comes to crunch time into this last map right now, I think that Fnatic are in a better mental place to be able to close it out than EnVy, who it could be a bit of a double-edged blade. You've got the home crowd, but if you don't get off to a good start and Fnatic silence that crowd, all of a sudden you have this added pressure of we can't lose this game in front of our home crowd again, because this happened at ESWC where they just got completely demolished by Fnatic. Can you imagine now if things go Fnatic's way at the beginning? It's just going to be PTSD, like just flashbacks. Shoxy's just going to be sitting there sweating bullets.
So the image of a sweaty Shox obviously very appealing to you, but let's talk quickly about Cash. How you see this one going down?
I think Fnatic, both teams should be good on it, okay? I don't expect it to be one-sided like before. In fact, actually, I'll take you back in this matchup to DreamHack Winter, the quarterfinals. It was the same story. LDLC took the first, and now EnVyUs, took the first map dominantly. But then, actually, Cash was the second map. Fnatic took that dominantly. But then the third map was that overpass game, which ended up being a real thriller. But that was the time when it was supposed to be LDLC's time to win that time. That was when they were going to beat them 2-1, and the whole boost scenario happened. If you could tell them right then, replay the third map now, you've got another chance to win. All the previous times, they've never had a really good chance on that third map. That was the time when they were going to do it, This is a good map for EnVyUs now, but I'm going to edge it to Fnatic. I think it should be close. This should be the thriller of the series, which we haven't really had so far in the final. I think it's going to be a close win for Fnatic.
Okay, then, well, without any further ado, this is it. We started with 8 teams. There can be only one. There's going to be a prize of $20,000 for the winner, and a lot of pride and bragging rights. So make some noise for this final map. It's going to be Cash between EnVyUs and Fnatic. Anderson Semler, we're going to take it away right now. Let's do it.
Perfect. And yeah, the crowd coming alive there at the end as well. This is going to be the map we were all waiting for, the conclusion of DreamHack Duel. The last map, just fitting between both of these teams, that it is 3 maps, and hopefully it will be down to the wire as well. So there's the trophy that they're all fighting over, and all of them looking extremely focused as well. They're just getting dialed in. I thought for a second that Smith wasn't there, but then, yeah, he changed up his monitor, so he's going for a bit of the lurk.
What a tournament it's been. I mean, we've only had 4 teams in the playoff, 2 semifinals, 1 grand finals, but it feels like it's been going on forever and ever. We've had some really interesting games, and now, as Thorin was predicting, hopefully a thriller at the end here. That would be exactly what we needed to end all of this with here. EnVy, they get to start on the CT side, Fnatic on the terrorist side. Hard to call if this is going to be an advantage or not, because they've both been playing so much better on the terrorist side so far. But obviously, it's still a CT-sided map here. Smith, strong opening headshot to crack the skull of Pronax, and they're actually going to be charging in through the middle. JW looking for an opening. Shock to take down one, fall back to the next corner. Smith is very low, but this is a huge advantage. Happy with a headshot on Olofmeister, and Kiyoshima crushes Flusher.
What an incredible shot. Crim's finally going to be able to come through, and he's got a USP now, but he's in a 1-on-4 situation. Smith is down to 1 HP, but the likelihood of him actually running into Smith's pretty slim at this point. There could be much more healthier members, basically, for EnVy to lock down this bomb, and that's it. He's lost control of the bomb, but he hits another headshot onto NBK. 55 seconds left also leaves a lot of time here for Crims to work with, and you can quickly see him trying to change up his position, try to be difficult to predict.
Yeah.
But the stomping in B halls, they're close enough to hear this, so they now know exactly where he is.
Yeah, no doubt about this. He's walking into a crossfire as well. Almost no chance, but he's going to pick up the 1 kill here. 7 bullets left, looking for a little bit more. Can't get the kill on one more person. A click is all it takes. And Smith is on 1 health. Got to be real careful here. 30 seconds left, and Smith is going to change his position, trying to see if they can maybe double up on him. And Crims, playing with real patience, goes down. Shox with a double. And EnVy take away the pistol round one more time. That was scary. That looked like Crims was determined to take that round.
And I was actually seeing it happen as well there for a second. If he had gone around, if he had known that Smith, this is the thing, he was trying to buy a little bit of time because the last place he had spotted Smith was on upper, so he was kind of reticent about actually going through the main entrance. If he had wrapped around through checker, though, that could have been it, the total flank through, but Crims just settled on pushing through the main entrance, and it just doesn't work out this time around. Hell of a struggle, hell of a fight, and that definitely shows that they are not, you know, even if they lose the pistol, they're definitely not out of it.
Oh, let's follow this grenade here from Flusher. This is essentially a setup for Fnatic to definitely get the bomb down. I think that's what they're looking for. Is it going to be all the way over by Truck? Falls really far back and actually lands right in the middle, I think. So now they're going to go for it here. Rushing through. Counter flashes out from EnVy. They don't want to give them a bomb plant in this round and boost their economy a little bit further. There's Pronax going down, but a good return from Olofmeister. One more kill clears out their sight, but it won't happen. Smith, triple MP7 spray down.
Yeah, they all stacked up for him there. Couldn't ask for a better scenario, especially with the MP7 that just has such a tight grouping if you go for that mouse one spray. But there you go, Shoxy. I mean, the weight of it, he really looks like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders right now. Like, just, you know, he's calling the shots, pressure on him basically to make the call round after round to lead his team to victory. And, well, so far things are going pretty good. 2-0 for EnVy, and Fnatic without a bomb plant means Fnatic on an eco.
Yeah, it seemed like a nice setup for Fnatic, though. I mean, if they get the kill on Smith right then, there's definitely a bomb plant. They line up for Kiyoshima, and he's going to get some good kills in here. Pronax last man standing. No issue at all. 3-0, and a confident-looking EnVy.
This isn't going to be the healthiest buy for Fnatic either. They haven't managed to get many kills in these rounds. Pistol round, it was all Crims. This round, they get completely annihilated. And in the last round as well. So they don't have a lot of bonus money to work with. The nades may be a little light, so we'll see what they elect to do here in this round. Yeah, it is going to be AKs, but a little skimp on two of the players as far as the nades are concerned. Still a healthier buy than I thought they would have.
Yeah, but I mean, the lack of Molotov is also a real deal here because
that's true.
They can use those in so many angles. Olofmeister goes down early, happy to get that pick off. And the bomb dropped all the way back, meaning Fnatic are just out looking for entries that seem to have carried both these teams so heavily on the T side already. Pronax will go down those Smiths to pick up a kill. This is one hell of a start for EnVy.
Yeah, this is perfect actually for EnVy. 4 rounds on the board, and we do expect to see more T rounds on this side. So far throughout the tournament, it's kind of lived up to that. A lot of 8-7s happening on Cash. So Fnatic definitely off to a very rough start here. This is, of course, you know, a team of champions. They've certainly got the experience. They aren't going to get too flustered yet. They know that this is the beginning of the half. There's plenty of opportunities yet for them to turn it around. There's the smoke to allow Flusher to start working his way through to checkered. And BK, of course, with the scout, going for the jump shots in mid.
Why not, right? It's been working all tournament. Might as well keep it up. Looking for some sort of return frag here. I mean, Kier's a little bit low. Back of sight here, actually, or back of checkered. Follow-up grenade, double him down, and he's going to be dropped. Crimson JW, and JW opening up on Smiths, and look at this Flusher catching Shoxy sleeping. NPK goes down. What a turnaround for Fnatic. This should not have been a winnable round at all. They lose 2 entry frags and bring it right back, and they spot out Happy as well. This is looking real good for Fnatic. That's a shocking result.
That is incredible. And that's the thing, you let your guard down for a split second versus this team. All 3 of them gathered up. They just completely overwhelmed. And now, well, it's Happy who's going to try and hold on to this AWP. This is Smith who got picked off earlier. Not a whole lot that EnVy can do in this position now. Happy basically getting as far away as possible from these guys as he can, and that's exactly the right call to make. Fnatic aren't going to be too enthusiastic about the hunt either. These rifles are worth a lot to them. They don't have the big bank to work with quite yet. So still, I mean, when I was writing them off in the round saying, well, it's actually so incredibly difficult for EnVy to lose from this position, Fnatic just come right back in and show that they're capable of anything at any time. I mean, we nearly saw it from Crims as well, like a 1v5 clutch. He came close, he got 3 kills.
Yeah.
Goes to show that Fnatic are definitely in this.
Maybe some miscommunication on EnVy, because, I mean, Shox definitely looked like he was waiting for some sort of cue from someone, or just like he was standing really still looking in there. Maybe he was trying to listen and just couldn't because of all the noise in the arena, but either way, that was a little bit of a misstep then. Olofmeister in the middle, gets smoked off quick. A couple of grenades off towards the boost spot. Still, this AWP on Happy is a good way to lock down that A-bomb site. Question is, can Fnatic pull it off once again?
I like that nade in there by Flusher as well. They don't know that Shox has changed up his position, but used to be the Shox he really favored holding in checkered early, close as well. So NBK is going to fall to Crims, who was lurking around in A main, so that's going to be a big entry frag there. Actually, Crims waiting in Squeak. But still, I mean, peeks out, gets the frag. And that's just the start Fnatic need, with JW following it up and a double kill to clear up mid.
Yeah, sick job from JW. Now they're going to go for Smith. He's at the forklift, already being tagged up. He runs into a headshot from Olofmeister. Bomb being planted all the way in the far corner there, like we were talking about earlier today on Cash. When you put the bomb in that corner, you can much easier prevent a defuse from main, from Squeak, pretty much from anywhere. Kiyoshima all alone, trying to sneak into middle, which might be a mistake. There's a guy waiting for him here. Kiyoshima might be walking to certain death, and actually he's going to win that spray fight anyway. A little bit of a screw-up then, but it doesn't matter. Kiyoshima still very low on health and is about to run into Crims, who's coming in from T-spawn, and I think Crims knows.
Crims is going to walk around this corner. He might as well pre-fire, but what a headshot from Kiyoshima. The timing, flawless.
He's making this round super expensive for Fnatic. Really great job on Kiyoshima, all things considered. There's a lot of rifles lost, but they will also lose the 1M4 there. And Envy, you gotta wonder now if this is the sort of moment where, I mean, it's the last map of Grand Finals. Would they go for a crazy force?
Happy only went for a 5-7. And he had 3,700 in the bank, so that makes you think that Envy right now, they're not going to the tried and true.
No, they're gonna go play it safe here, yeah. So he's just evening out the money a bit. Fnatic, 3 rounds potentially here, unless they run into one of these lethal pistols at close range. I love this push. Double Squeak, double main. Keeps on training in there and trying to see if they can catch Fnatic off guard, which they might actually. Coming up. Look at JW, who sees it. Call's coming out now, and a great shot from JW. Stop the aggression quick. And now Fnatic should be able to regroup once more.
You're wondering where the player is on short, but he actually gets shut down by Olofmeister. That's going to be NBK down, and then the long-range spray coming in from Pronax. There's a man alive still in A main, but that's just going to be Keo getting dropped down to 15 HP. And so far, Fnatic have done a remarkable job. They haven't given up any frags yet. Keo actually goes charging through the smoke, but of course, Fnatic close enough to hear the steps, well aware. And Shoxy is now the last man alive here for Envy. Fnatic so far, though, that's fantastic. All-out aggression from some of the best pistol players in the world.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a flawless anti-eco from Fnatic. That's actually an achievement right there.
Really well handled round. I mean, the fact that they managed to play defensively right then and got the call into the rest of the team, make sure they could fall back and help out there. 3-3, the score is tied. Now Fnatic have better bank currently than Envy. I'm guessing the booing is for the French casters.
Yeah, they're playing with the crowd right now. Definitely playing along, but look at this. This is now some old school Envy, but old school, it's like 2 months, right? You know, where they take control of mid, they put Keo up close like this, and they put a bit of a triangle basically in place here. But Fnatic's positioning right now, they've boosted up JW, but he's playing this oh so patiently, not giving them anything to work with. We'll see if he looks below him when he decides to push. NBK, however, is going to find Crims, and this time he wins the duel versus Crims, who is playing from Squeak Door. Is that going to prompt some kind of push coming out from JW in mid?
Still waiting around. Pretty solid grenade onto Pronax, just gonna tag him up a tiny bit. And JW, I think, got damaged by the boost earlier already. So still waiting around. From this new angle that we saw not too long ago, it's a really, really cool angle to hold at. Hard for anyone coming into middle to really see. At the time here.
They're relying on, they're basically, is that Shoxy?
Oh.
No, it is Shoxy, basically. NBK is holding on A right now, so Shoxy is the one playing on short, trying to gather info to see if anybody's in mid right now for Fnatic.
Look at this fake coming out. Shoxy's going to fall back, but they are going to go for it. That Molotov into the vent is a huge telltale that it's going to be a B push, and then they push over towards the vent as well, really trying to sell the idea that they are going, but Envy aren't biting too much. Still 2 people left in A, and there's 16 seconds now. 15 seconds back towards truck as well. Shoxy's coming in to help out. He's going to pick up the 1 kill. NBK sprays and finally picks up the 1. Pistols out. Bomb is dropped, and JW, he's going to be dropped as well as NBK. Point blank range. A somewhat decent idea for Fnatic. I mean, that's not a bad way of trying to sell a fake there, but Envy just staying put.
Yeah. Props to the man who loves baguette. So, yeah, they try and go for the A split, basically, straight through short, but the defense was too solid. 3 players rotated over for Envy, basically. So the man in CT, the man on site, and NBK up top, and he gets the final kill as well in fine photo fashion. So, Envy going to keep Fnatic honest, but Fnatic now, they still have plenty of money to go for the buy here, so they're not done yet. This is definitely neck and neck right now, exactly what we expected. Nobody really getting full control and being able to just establish dominance on the map. It's really still in this kind of position where it's going to be a series of trades, it seems, as far as the rounds are concerned.
Where are they going to go with this Fnatic? They have JW with that AWP to maybe open up somewhere. Last time in middle, he wasn't too successful. He's going to try it one more time, same position. EnVy seem like really just intent on not trying to peek him from that angle. Just want to hold pretty much anywhere but the main connector there.
And there it is. This time, Keo gets rewarded.
Yeah, that patient play now. Can they wrap around B quick enough? There's a guy in vent, there's a guy on site, but if they kill either one, big result here. And they're almost burning alive. There's Kiyoshima finally going down, but in the vent, he was almost nearly dead. Smiths will pick up the 1 kill. Bomb is down, and he gets tagged up down to half health. Smoke to buy time. AWP, leg shot, no scope, not gonna get the kill. And now Shox missed a chance to get the crossover kill. Crims will take him out. And NBK, Clutch Master coming in maybe. He's got the grenade around the corner. 11 bullets left here. Sprays, but not gonna pick it up. Crims will drop him into return. And that's a huge pickup round from Fnatic. In spite of losing the entry, they swiftly rotate back around to B and find actually a really weak spot on the map there.
Yeah, and that was Smith doing the best that he could basically in that position. Even going for a smoke to try and just close off the angles, hits the no-scope leg shot. What happens if he actually hits that shot dead on?
Probably they win the round.
Yeah, he manages to stay alive and just keep control of that bomb site for EnVy. So that key frag right there opened everything up for Fnatic. And then also they knew that NBK picked off one of their members in mid, so they knew that NBK could come vents. They were in position to deal with that. Fnatic, great communication there, and just the trade. There it is. Flusha starting off, and he manages to get the kill out of that. It's an HE that actually gets the job done.
Yeah, but look at how much he managed to see 2 more people there. So they know there's going to be 2 left here at A, and they got 4 people rushing in. Flusha has done so much to win this round just from seeing everyone over here. NBK will pick up a kill. He goes down. Happy goes down, and no one left on the bomb site there. This is, I mean, still Flusha's round.
Keo brings it back, and he manages to bring it back to a 2-on-2. Now Shoxy has the smoke, clears, rushes behind Forklift, goes for the spray battle with Pronax. Who's going to win? And it will be Pronax, emerging victorious. He spots out the last man on short as well. Keo going for the jump, M4A1. And it's JW up close with the Tech 9. That bomb is ticking away, and there's a bit of the pop flash trying to catch Keo out.
No kit on Kiyoshima. So much time already wasted. He kind of has to go and just hold it down now, or he's going to run out entirely, and JW's playing it beautifully. Sneaking around there, going to pick up that kill. Very well done indeed. But Crims, he stuck outside B, killed 1 and kept the other 2 occupied while spotting them. That, I mean, that's just beautiful.
Yeah. And then the very quick reaction by Fnatic as well to build off of that information. That's also Flusha. That's, you know, that's kind of what we were talking about as well, where it's like Shoxy can go up on the side and he's feeling out 1 bomb site, managing to get information that way because he's also calling the shots. And Flusha, we're seeing that from him right now. He gets off on his own, he scouts out the info, and then tells the rest of the team what to do. 78 HP down here on Shoxy. Eats a bit of that HE damage and a follow-up HE as well. Keo on the site, though, with the headshot with the 5-7. This originally is a stack, actually, for EnVy on the B side as well. 3 players present, but they're getting picked off one after another. Smith's lurking at the back, however, could catch them out, and there it is. Gets the shot in the back onto Crims. They should be able to root him out here eventually, however. He's not going to have a whole lot to go for, especially when Flusha has a Pro 90.
Yeah, that aim punch is so ridiculous. And JW, easy kill there on Happy. Very well done by Fnatic. They are really starting to connect these rounds and making it hard, very hard on EnVy at the moment. A big question is it going to be exactly like on every other map in this Grand Finals where all the rounds, the majority of them come through on the T side? 6-4.
And a force buy basically coming out here from EnVy. Skimping on helmets, no kits. Basically doing everything they can to get the firepower and just a few nades to work with. And prioritizing the smokes as well. Shoxy, just a flash now to work with. And the checkered, well, they're going to boost a man up in the vent. So that's, again, Keo. Preferred position for him, actually. He loves to get up in here, trying to hold that line. But this allows for JW to get past. And he's cleared out now. He knows that sandbags clear. Nobody in connector that he can spot. But, hey, nobody behind quad boxes either. Smith gets picked off.
A really big kill. And the reason JW could even be here in the middle is because Olofmeister was there initially, scoping up, realizing no one is actually holding mid, so we've got the control. That's also why he needed to kill Kiyoshima in the vents, because he was down there waiting for that exact boost. So Fnatic are just really playing a very smart game of just knowing a little bit more than EnVy actually think that they do. Being snuck up, wall bang through, and it's almost like NBK was asking for that. turning his back. Finally a reply from Kiyoshima, but he gets dropped. Olofmeister getting the kill. Happy trying to get the spray. Takes one, 12 bullets left, and instantly dies to Pronax. So now it's all on Shoxy here in a 1v2 and he's 1v3 and he's far away from the action. Can't actually accomplish much in this round.
No, exactly. And this is definitely going to be a situation where he should be saving. Smoke goes down as well, a bit deep. Now Shoxy realizes, wait a second, smoke can go through walls. What is this madness? What is this magic? He's looking to get the exit frags at this point. But yeah. I mean, right now we are seeing Fnatic just breaking down EnVy's defense and managing to just completely pick it apart round after round. They should be getting up to 7 here. And
it's so cool because Olofmeister's been taking that peek into middle a couple of times, and almost every time he gets smoked off. This time there was no smoke, so he realizes, okay, there's nobody here. And that allows JW to walk forward and get as far into to be able to pick up that kill. Flusher falls in the end, but the rest of EnVy, they don't have a lot of money, but now they kind of need to force. I mean, this is where the rubber hits the road.
It's their time to shine, basically. Yeah. This is where, you know, they get to excel. And look at this. The reason why is just, yeah, NBK closes that door. As soon as that door is closed, just like pull that trigger. There we have it. Bit of a quasi-buy coming out here from EnVy. They're going to try and build off that M4 that Shoxy held on to. Very aggressive mid-take coming out here with the flashes, and they've also put 3 guys up into A main as well, so that's going to be Pronax kind of lurking about over there trying to give the information to his team. And the rest of them, they go barreling onto this site. Happy's changed up his position, however, he's playing from the site itself, and one headshot goes through, and he does pretty decent damage to Crims. But the rest of his team evaporating around him, and Shoxy, how much does he want to push this?
He definitely shouldn't, but he might try and do it anyway. He picks up 1, still 3 left. I mean, they're really low on health, but not enough that this is a viable retake for him at all. Tries to fall back. It's going to go down to Crims. Really nice round. So a super aggressive round from EnVy, pushing out a B with 3 people. The problem was Pronax was in the middle to hear it. He picks up the 1 kill and can instantly call out to his teammates, well, there's at least a couple of people pushing out B. Just go away right now and we'll make it work. So, yeah, smart play from Pronax as well, and a good position from him for exactly what EnVy was doing. Now they're going to be able to buy, but it's 8-4. Things are looking so bad at the moment for them.
And again with the mid-control play here from EnVy, they are now going to put up a fight, and it is once again just one man alone. Flusha this time, dancing around on the edge of the smoke, looking to catch somebody out of position. He spots a man on Hut, gets the kill, and JW takes out Smiths at the main time.
Oh, wow. It's a good return, at least from Shox, but they need a little bit more. Olofmeister's waiting in here. It's JW to pick up 1, pick up a 2nd, and Happy, he can't do a thing here. Even if he gets the wall bang shot, it's not going to be good enough. And he knows it. Wow, another power performance from Fnatic here. Right now, they are simply eclipsing EnVy out of this grand finals. And the wallbang shot in well, actually, yeah, that was a wallbang from Crims all the way in the back there. No hostages are being taken here. Look at this. I mean, Fnatic focus, but not the stress that we were seeing earlier on Dust 2.
Not at all right now. They really do look like they're just kind of going through the motions. No stress. I mean, they're just about as zoned in as you can get. Now we start to see them spread again, and look at this. Now they're expecting the complete and utter aggression coming out from EnVy. They're expecting the desperation, basically the death throws, to come out, and JW boosts it up. Are you kidding? He gets the kill onto NBK like that. Not often that we see that boost work, but he actually manages to get that shot, and another entry frag for Fnatic to build off of.
Yeah, that's a super situational boost, but
can't believe he actually gets that.
That's the right situation. That's perfect for it, obviously. A little bit less mid-control, obviously, now for the EnVy team.
They're going for the gamble. Look at that.
Well, grenade up again, in towards the vent. Door pops open. Kiyoshima eyeing it out. Olofmeister picks off Smiths. What is going on? EnVy, they can't find any kind of hope here. It's just all crumbling at the moment. One guy spotted out behind forklift, bomb making its way towards the B-bomb site here, and there's only one guy holding. And it's Shox. He picks up the 1. Molotov there. He's standing in it, burning alive. And it's Olofmeister with the Tech 9 to finish it.
And Olofmeister's just like, yeah, I'll go in through CT through this smoke, no problem at all, and I'm just going to hunt for frags. He's hungry. He wants to get that gun off of Happy, potentially catch Happy out in the open, but that's not going to be the case. This time around, Happy making his way into T-spawn. You already have a man, however, through here, and that's JW, and we'll see if they eventually meet. JW expecting Happy to work his way through mid. Happy might have just perfectly hit that timing to get into open ground, open territory, and he might run into Olofmeister eventually. So Olofmeister looking like he may be wanting to run through B halls, unless he just goes up with the bomb. Olofmeister's just like...
He's got the money. Who cares? The 15th round is coming up. Sacrifices himself for the cause.
He doesn't care about stats. KDA, what's that?
Not at all. I don't think he needs higher KDA at this point. I think he's doing just fine.
You see that grin there by Devil Walk as well. Careful, lads. Don't get too far ahead of yourselves. You don't have the 16 rounds quite yet.
Double up early on here, and they leave an AK and spawn in case someone wants to go back and pick it up. They don't want to continue with the double up as well. Oh, man. They need to do a lot right now. Just not going to get the shot this time, Crims. And does you run back for the AK? Just yet.
To play off of this, and look at this Happy, very unconventional boost actually. Gets up onto T-Red and picks up Pronax. HE as well, follow up, gonna do a little bit of damage there to JW, and the boost in from Happy as well. Bouncing behind quad boxes, but that doesn't change the fact that Olofmeister takes his buddy out. NBK is gone. 2 members still alive on this A side, however, in the full rotation, nearly coming through. There's a man in short as well who could support, but Happy with the splash. He's just drawing this out so well right now. And are they actually gonna go for the plant? Look at that, straight in the smoke, and they get it off.
Happy can't actually find that angle, and there it is. Olofmeister with the kill on Kiyoshima, trying to defuse inside the smoke. Happy, he can't find the bomb, finally does it, but they must have heard that. Are they gonna get the shot through? Happy goes down, and Flusher with a double kill at the end. And Fnatic just crushing and overwhelming the EnVy team once again on home soil. It's looking so rough here for the Frenchman.
It's completely unheard of. That plant right there in the smoke, not even, I mean, just out in the open, and Happy, you can tell he's just like shocked. He's like, what? Where are they? Just full out M4A4 spray.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the Bible thump right now is definitely going to be dead on, isn't it?
Oh, they need it, man. They need something, anything at all.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that's some frustration. Look at that. Happy, dejected.
Face by face, you just see the... well, I won't call it surrender, but it's definitely looking a little bit scary at the moment. The crowd is trying to hype them back up again. They want them to see if they can fight back here. It's 11-4. It's the final half here of this grand finals. DreamHack France.
And EnVy, man, rather than the all-out aggression that we're used to seeing from them, they're holding way back. It's actually like 2 parallel lines across the map right now between the 2 teams, because Fnatic as well holding very far back right now, playing for the retake almost in these scenarios, apart from, of course, Crims, who's holding on the site itself. JW, Pronax stacked up in CT. This is just a game of patience at this point. Who's going to start making moves? I mean, eventually it's going to have to be EnVy. Bomb gets picked up, and now we start to see the rotation.
It's like a siege tank battle in StarCraft, isn't it? Terran versus Terran, just 2 lines, no one making a move. Gotta wait until someone gives, and Olofmeister. So this is the sort of position, if you miss this shot, they can be on you really quick. If you hesitate for a second, if he stops to try and throw out a grenade or something, they're gonna catch you before he makes it around the corner. So he has to take one click and then run. And look at this, they're coming for him. Olofmeister, now's your time to shine. And he gets the curse click there, but he can't make it back around. He's too far in, and NBK will take him out. Timing is perfect there.
And look at the beauty of that. I mean, Fnatic go for the full rotate anyway, but only 1 man was shown. Nice shot by Flusha, but then Smith gets out Pronax, and then JW gets caught by NBK. They're spilling out of control here. Shoxy gets the flank onto Crims, running into CT. No respect, no fear. And this is just down to Flusha now, 1v4. No hope for him to be able to get anything done. He's nearly just setting up for exit frags at this point, holding on to the Kevlar for the next round.
Might as well. I mean, this is not a bad idea at all. What else are you really going to do? Looking for someone all the way in the back. A little bit of a tag up there. And he's going to go down to Smith anyway. So there's a good opening. A better start to the second half than the first one for EnVy. That position from Olofmeister there is... It's not that it's a bad position, but usually you make it work with a teammate behind you who's ready to throw a Molotov and HE or flashbangs you can get back. We actually see a bunch of all players playing the same position and sometimes get just wrecked by a Tech-9 rush. Because even if you get the first shot on someone with a Tech-9, the follow-up players, if you hesitate for a moment, you're already gone. Unless you've got that teammate with you there. So it's like a bit of a tricky position to play at times. Got to be a little bit careful about what you get yourself into.
Incredible that he actually stood and fought there, Olofmeister.
What do you mean? it was either that or just run and get shot in the back. So, you know, I actually think like standing and shooting is like, it's his only option when he's got no one else there with him. It's crazy. 11-5 and good angle here. NBK got to be really careful. Olofmeister around the corner. Smoke goes up as well and NBK goes down and no damage being dished out there at all.
Shoxy spots the man out in connector, however. So now Fnatic.
Look at Olof. Look at Olof. He's moving up here. This is going to be scary. Coming up right behind them. Did he make any noise? Kiyoshima's right around the wall. He's not right here, but he's in the middle.
They're looking back.
But it doesn't matter. Olofmeister picking up the kill. Going a little bit further. Is he going to realize there's someone in there? They definitely hear him stomping about. And now backup is coming in for Envy, but they're already 2 men down. And Olof, is he going to play it safe? He wants them to come and find him so he can get the lurk off here. Happy jumping in, almost going down that MP7. And now Happy's being flanked as well. He's going to drop any second. And there it is. Olof with the kill. Flusher takes down Kiyoshima. Oh no, destruction rained down upon EnVyUs, and it will be Pronax to finish it. Fnatic stealing it right back. That's heartbreaking.
Yeah. And all of that because of just this singular play of Olofmeister managing to get in there and completely disrupt Envy, because they don't push and they eventually just get completely sandwiched into mid right there. Happy, he needed to be the man to just take out Olofmeister right there, get the drop on him so that Envy can start breathing a little bit and start moving around on the map. Instead, they get their hands forced, they go towards that B site and they get completely annihilated. And now it's the counter force up from Envy. Of course, they're just going to go for it. No fear, they're the kings of the force buy. But look at Fnatic, they are fully equipped. They're ready to deal with this. They've got all the nades as well. Incendiary, they have two incendiaries to work with in this round, so it's about to get very difficult here for Envy to actually get onto this site.
Yeah, but it kind of has to work, doesn't it? They're going to run out of leeway really soon. JW keeps spraying that Galil, so many bullets, and Flusher comes up with a kill as well. Finally, he's out, but then he's got the C set in hand. Coming up from middle, Shox taking a fight, goes down to Crims. It's 13-5. And it is 3 rounds away from Fnatic once again on home soil, upsetting the Envy team.
All right, I mean, now it's like, if it happens twice, says that's it, establish dominance, you know, like plant your flag. And
well, like Thorin was pointing out just a short while ago, we had the Welcome to Sweden montage at DreamHack Stockholm. Now, Welcome to France, and it seems to be sort of reversing on itself, which is in a way a little bit interesting.
Should have probably stuck with the original video. All right, well, now basically JW is in position to hold on to Squeak right now. 3 players gathered up for Envy, and they're just looking to see if they can't get a pop flash through, open that door, bum rush onto the site, and here we go. Smokes, flashes, the whole shebang, the whole kit and caboodle, and JW does stay alive, but he's completely blind. Now he manages to come back into it, and he's just spraying wildly. This time around, Happy, they're actually able to succeed in this.
Yeah, they get onto the site. Kiyoshima burning a lot. He's down to half health from some Molotov that was thrown. Grenade in as well. And JW did do decent damage to NBK and Shox as well. So they're also a little bit low on health. Spray on through. Not going to connect too much. But NB got to fight for a while here. Fnatic have kits on everyone. And they don't have any equipment left here. Crims making sure they're not getting flanked. They're all in the back of sight. One good grenade here would probably seal the deal, but Kiyoshima with a strong headshot, Olof with the return, and there it is. Fnatic spray them down, and Shox left alone, can't do a thing. Gonna be the round here for Fnatic.
And they just cascade. Look at that unit. When Fnatic decide to go, they're just peeking, getting the info, figuring it out. Where are they holding on this site? And then it's just that signal to go in, and that's that 3-man kill unit, basically, that move in, covering all the different angles, overlapping on each other so that if one of them goes down, the other gets the refrag, and they just eventually grind their way onto that site. Now Fnatic 2 rounds away from picking up this title, but EnVyUs, they're going to go for the buy. 4 rifles, a single Tech 9 on Shoxy, that bomb plant giving them more money to work with in this round. But still such a long way ahead of them here to get back into this game in a meaningful way. And no, there we go. Flusher already starting off strong and manages to tag down NBK to half HP.
Yeah, he sees a lot of people coming in as well. At least knows that they're there. Olofmeister in the corner, going to spray down 1, 2. They don't realize. Triple kill. Olofmeister. Oh no, the force-up round from Envy, and they gets destroyed. Flusher picking up the last one as well. 15-5. Fnatic, just overwhelming performance. Losing the first map, winning the second dominantly, and then continuing on this map. Wow.
I mean, just outright. And this is where all subtlety leaves, essentially, and it comes down to Envy trying to fall back to basics, but they don't have the confidence to land those shots right now. They feel the pressure. And this is when a team starts to get broken, essentially. Now it's, again, going to be a forced buy for Envy. This is what it's all been right from the start, it seems. And what a shot from JW!
Out of this world, isn't it?
Dead on!
Yeah, he is feeling it right now.
And that's the difference. Fnatic have all the confidence. EnVyUs, none.
JW has been playing really well this tournament as well. Match and map point for Fnatic. One more round. Envy needed to ground back 10 rounds to get some sort of overtime in play here. And for smoke fades, JW still locked up here. Smith's going to walk in. He does get a good headshot in return. And now it's a 4v4. In the corner hiding is Pronax. He's got a Molotov as well and a flashbang. If they try and go for him, it's not going to be easy at all.
There's the smoke, but Pronax crouching in. NBK picks up the first one, and now they know where he is, but he's still got a flash to try and delay things here. 45 seconds left for Envy, however, and they are not pressed. Great nade onto Pronax, going to drop him even lower, but he's still alive, and then Flusher just steps out into the middle of nowhere and takes out Happy.
Really good teamwork. NBK goes down to Olofmeister and Kiyoshima. He will be the last man standing here. What could he do? Absolutely nothing. He goes down to Flusher, and Fnatic are going to win DreamHack France 2015 and defeating Envy.
Defeating Envy on home turf once again, 2-0 as far as the record is concerned in French tournaments between these two teams in the finals. Fnatic just dominant outright in this last map, and this definitely was not that tooth and nail battle that we were expecting to see in the final map. Pronax! It's like, that's right, this is my turf now.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Fnatic. I need to talk to one of you. Shall I have a chat to you?